Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. Let's get our players in here. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. I'm your disaster tour guide, PT, and today we're going to be playing some more D&D. We have our new magic portal. Cool features pending.
Whoa.
Kind of fancy.
I know. Cool features pending on the magic portal. I think we're about to be under attack. My DM sense is tingling. My DM sense was correct.
Roll
I
initiative.
think we're about to be under attack. Mostly because I played the End of Sky stream for everyone to hear. Wait, when do you talk? Okay, perfect. I can hear you. Welcome in, little clouds. Welcome in, raiders, to another episode of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. Dungeon Doggo, is there something I can help you with? No, you're just being a goober? Okay.
Woof.
Woof. I need to turn that extension off. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome back to Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, the only D&D game where nobody knows what's going on, including the DM.
Uh-oh.
I know,
Whoa.
right?
Ruh-roh.
I know, right?
I don't know what's going on.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Yeah, so anyways, you started blasting. But
And all my solutions.
we'll wait for Newson to get in here, and then we'll go ahead and hit our recap. I am going to need you guys to roll your D100s today, though, to see who is asking the question of the day.
Now, is it the low roll or the high roll that does
High
that?
roll.
High roll. High roll gets to ask the question of the day.
Oh my lord. Hello.
Hufflepuff, you do see weapons on my wall. Don't worry, they're all fake.
Someone offered me a rusty katana the other day, and I declined.
That is
Why?
why did they offer
Where would I
it,
put
or
a
why
rusty
did you
katana?
decline?
Why did you decline? Obviously.
Because I have standards.
Oh,
I refuse to put katanas on my wall.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
maybe
Well,
100.
that's
Okay.
you know what? That's fair. That's
guess.
fair. I'll give you that one.
I know rust is
What?
easy to clean. I just didn't want it. I don't know
You know
how
what? That's
to
fair.
tell
That's
you.
fair.
No, but you should have wanted it though. That's so silly. What?
Are you
I
saying
want it.
that my opinion is wrong?
Yes.
If you want it, go to our home Discord and request it.
Oh, actually, okay, I'll think about it.
Yeah,
think
Mia's the one that was talking about
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know. Good to know.
Sky, look, new portal.
The portal is pretty sick, nasty. Not gonna lie.
Portal's very cool.
Where are
I was
PT's
not expecting that.
Where are PT's real swords? He has to have an epic greatsword somewhere. I do. It's just not on a wall where somebody could pick it up and hurt someone with it.
Okay, hold on. I got
I
to
have-
hardware
I
acceleration
have-
back on.
I have two things. I have a Junichi sword, which is the blade curves one way and the hilt curves the other way. And I have a 6.5-foot cherry wood staff.
That's sick.
It is very sick.
I love staffs. Not gonna lie.
Staffs are good.
I have a Zweihander.
Those are sick.
They're so cool.
They're so cool.
I believe in you, Foundry. You can do it, but
Yeah.
with hardware acceleration this time. There we go.
Yeah, chat, I can't show real weapons on stream for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
It's a violation of TOS. I have lightsabers. A lightsaber would be sick. I would love some, like, lightsaber lamps to hang on my walls.
That would be cool. I dig it.
I had 3 pocket. Well, I have pocket knives. Everyone has pocket knives.
That's fair. Alright, so it looks like our high roll of the day is... Newson gets to ask the question of the day.
What would your characters go to, like, coffee order be? Because, like, we do drink coffee in the campaign, but we always drink it black, so I'm curious what people's Like it, if there were to be a ye old Starbucks, what would you order?
Ooh, so the first person we have answering today is Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf wizard from Zrea, played by...
Caramel macchiato. Yeah. And it's played by Isaac.
Caramel
There you
macchiato, whose drink order is an Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
caramel macchiato.
currently, my only purpose in life is to wire breadboards.
Oh.
Alright, and then we have Lyra Dreamshadow, the Kalishtar wizard from Stipvale, played by...
Hello, I'm Rosie. One Rosie CS on the internet, currently crying about taxes. And Lyra's drink order would be... I feel like she'd have to go for some kind of latte that was like very sweet, maybe even like a frappuccino type thing. Like, it's barely coffee.
Coffee flavoring with warm milk.
Cool. Yeah. That's the answer.
And then we have News and World Walker, the Minotaur Sorbarian from Ulfast, played by...
It's me, the Sky Tea. I think that... so originally I was like, I feel like it would be really funny if Newsin drank... drank, like, something really sweet, but I feel like we would not have milk. So we would not drink milk. So that kind of knocks everything out except for black coffee.
You guys had goats.
Yeah, but goat's milk is terrible.
I mean, the's also
what
like
about
oat milk or
yeah.
almond milk.
You think Brave Apple wouldn't have a milk solution?
Yeah.
I mean, I just kind of assume we're a society without milk.
No,
Like,
I think the Minotaurs 1000% have at least almond milk.
Roach milk. We're moving on. Last but not least, we have... No, say who you are. Or did you? Is Isaac the only one who's gone in the wrong order so far?
yes, I said my name.
Okay. And then we have Lulin Boldspeaker, the Minotaur Druidin from Ulfast, played by...
Me, Brambo. I think Lulin would have an iced mocha.
An iced mocha.
Like a iced mocha latte, something like that. Something really chocolatey. That's what
I like it. I like it. And as always, everybody, I'm your Disaster Tour PT, and I don't drink coffee before the D&D game or during it, because I need to have as much spite as possible for my players.
Coffee makes you not spiteful?
Yes.
Coffee.
Interesting.
I'm spiteful before I've had my morning coffee.
Oh, I see. So, at
Is it
night...
morning for you? When do you go to bed?
Well, no, it's not morning right now, but if I never drink it in the morning, I'm going to be spiteful all day long.
So you haven't had coffee today?
I have not. I never have it on Mondays. That's actually not a joke.
That's weird. Also, I would like to say something in defense of me saying the thing first, because Isaac's ADD brain heard the question, decided the answer to the question, and decided he could not forget the answer to the question. And so it would be the next thing he said. And it was.
Totally valid. Alright. Well, I'll get right on with the recap then. So last session, we spent the entirety of it dealing with Elrond's bullshit. They found out...
Internet.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. You only spent half the session dealing with Elrond's bullshit. So basically what happened last time is they went out into the woods to bury the beads, and they saw that the woods were kind of like, the branches were weaving together and kind of forcing them down a certain path, at the end of which they found Elrond. After having a conversation with the wolf about the fact that it was trying to reintroduce him memories, and it deciding that they were done with the conversation, they gave Elrond a memory back and sent him into, like, I don't know, I guess probably, like, a tantrum is the best way to say it. Like, he started losing his mind, was in a bunch of pain, so Newsin and Lulin did some flying, went up there and found him, and then Ephraim and Sumter showed up and essentially told them that they would explain everything when they get back and that they needed to take Allron to a Dreamweaver, and then left, and then you guys went back to the pool, and I don't think a whole lot else happened last session.
Lulin started drinking, and then Lulin did a little
did
bit of
start
chaotic
drinking.
things.
Lulin
I
got
casted
super drunk and then cast remove poison on himself.
That was at the very beginning of the session.
That was at the very beginning of the session.
But I casted Long Strider at the beginning of the conga line.
And they finally managed to sell all their shit.
Yeah, I finally found the guy to sell our dragon wings and rent our dragon's teeth too.
Yep. But where we are picking up the session, before we do the thing during the week, does anybody want it? Anybody have something they want to do during the week?
Is this the first week of classes?
It is the first week of classes.
I think Lyra is going to stay up all night the first night, like reading over her textbooks and finishing that book for book club. And so she's late to her first class. That's all.
Oh.
Oh,
But
shit.
she's read the textbook though.
Elliot's gonna be like 5 minutes early, and Lyra's gonna be 5 minutes late. Oh no.
Yeah. And she's so
Oh,
embarrassed.
no.
She's really embarrassed.
All right.
That's all.
Newsen, what are you doing how are you feeling about your first week of classes?
Because Newsen picked randomly, she feels outside of health class, but she's not mandatorily required to take the one that's taught by Brennan. We found out
the magical anatomy class.
Yeah, the magical anatomy class. She's stoked to learn some healing. And everything else is sort of just like, well, you know, I imagine she closed her eyes, pointed at the paper, and was like, yep, those are the ones I'm doing.
I'm debating if you were just closing your eyes and pointing at the paper if you would have ended up in the divination class or not.
You know, that's fair.
It is divination.
I feel like it would be appropriate if you did.
Yeah.
Alright. And then Lulin, what are you doing for your first week of classes? Also, important to note that the class weeks are only 4 days long. The classes are all several hours each day, but the class weeks are only 4 days long. So by Friday morning, you're done with classes for the week.
Wait. 4 out of 10 days of class.
Correct. These are all rich
Okay.
kids. You think they're going to spend more than half their week in class?
I guess not. I guess. Interesting.
I'm also thinking of it from kind of a medieval perspective, where on top of all of this,
Sure.
most of these people probably have jobs they have to do. Like, these are, like, none of these are not just people who society can function wholeheartedly without.
Makes sense. So, but wait, so...
Monday,
Okay,
Tuesday,
wait.
Wednesday, Thursday are your classes. But you have, like,
Okay,
8 hours
gotcha,
of classes
gotcha.
in those 4 days.
Gotcha. And then Friday and fuck you and
Friday,
Ferret.
Saturday, Sunday, and fuck you, Ferret are yours.
Gotcha. Okay, I understand.
Not
Thank
here
you.
again. A tragedy.
I
I
know.
know,
What a
he got picked for things that give him real money instead of fake gold.
Yeah.
Instead of fake money and clout.
Hey, the money's real to us, okay? The cloud's real to
Real
us.
in my heart.
That's true.
All right. But Lulin, what are you doing for your first week of classes?
I think Lula's gonna wake up like really early and make sure breakfast is prepared, and he's making like lunches for everybody to take home, or for everybody to take. Like the absolute most dad things to do. He's like prepping like everybody's backpacks. He's making lunches. He's, you know, hot coffee in the morning, hot breakfast.
I dig
He's
it.
doing the dad thing.
Doing the dad thing.
All right. So I guess for our weekly roleplay thing, unless anybody wants it, we will we'll cut to Newson's first therapy session.
Oh, god damn it. Not that. Anything but that.
Should have spoke up.
Oh god. How do I say no, please, God, no? Oh.
All right. So, Newson, you made your way to the school where they told you to go. You found the room, and now you are sitting across you are sitting across a low table, kind of on. It's not quite a couch, but it's also not quite a chair. You know, the therapy chairs.
Yes.
As he sits in a chair with a small notebook and an ink and quill. So, Miss Worldwalker, do you find yourself prone to fits of outrage?
I'm with. It's Malum,
It is
right?
Malum.
Okay.
Yep.
I think.
Silver hair,
Hello?
mustache, like flowing cloak and all. It is Professor Malum.
I think you have an image you could show to
Oh,
chat.
I do have an image I could show to chat.
Yeah.
In fact, I know exactly where to put it.
Is it in the portal?
It is in the portal.
So true. Just have him stand there.
While I'm doing that though, if you wanna.
I mean, isn't anybody kind of prone to fits of rage in general?
No, you would find that most people after adolescence seem to learn to resolve their differences peacefully.
Those people are just lying. They're just not willing to say it out loud.
And why do you think that is, Miss Worldwalker? As he just writes something down in the notebook.
She kind of is squinting at him. It's just like, well, I mean, if there's one thing I've learned, it's just that people tend to not say what they mean in the world at large rather than just being honest about how they feel.
Interesting. Can you elaborate on that?
What do you mean? That is as elaborate as it needs to. People lie about how they feel because it saves face, right? Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, people aren't prone to fits of rage. Sure, but that doesn't mean they're not angry or that they aren't feeling rage. I'm just willing to express it.
Yes. Well, the expression of your rage is why we are here. But I would agree with you that most people feel outraged. Why do you feel? So you feel that you're being honest by expressing your outrage in a physical form?
Yes.
Interesting. Were most of the honest people in your life physically aggressive?
I feel like you're drawing correlations that I don't like. I mean, yeah, generally you work things out when there's a problem in my culture, yes. You don't, stew on it, walk around, pretend like everything's fine, and then later, try and stab somebody in the back.
Yes,
Literally or metaphorically.
Yes, Minotaurs are quite different to the elves in that regard.
Yeah, and you're kind of acting like it's worse when it's really just not what you all do here, which is why I'm here in the first place.
Oh, believe me, Miss Worldwalker, I don't think that your outrage is any less warranted nor justified than anybody else's. I'm just acknowledging that the two are different.
Well, okay then. I don't really know what we're gonna achieve here then.
You by no means have the worst anger management of anyone I've met.
I'm glad to hear that, I guess.
But I think what they want me to work on with you is constructive outlets for your rage. That don't involve beating people.
Look, I don't go out of my way to beat a lot of people. Just people that start the problems.
Yes, well, and I'm not sure that this is ideal either. The elves do like to handle their problems within a court of law.
Yeah, but the problem with a court of law is that the people who are passing judgment can be biased, right? Like, there's nothing biased about throwing hands with somebody who has outright wronged you.
Oh? There's no inherent bias to it? Miss Worldwalker, there is an inherent bias to your reactionary responses that you have developed rightfully through your upbringing. Specifically, and against everybody here, you hold a particular bias to you coming out ahead in a fight due to your size and build. It is simply being decided by you versus by somebody else. Which is not rule of law, that is the rule of anarchy.
I think Nuzin just gets totally lost at that
point. too many big words.
Yep.
What I'm trying to say, Miss Worldwalker, is your problem-solving approach is biased in your favor.
I mean, only in this specific society, though.
Which is the society that you must learn to exist within.
Ugh.
Others have done it before. I'm sure you are more than capable of it. But that will conclude our session today.
Thank God. She gets up immediately.
My only note while I think of constructive activities for you to do is if you feel like punching someone, don't.
Wow, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. You know, the only reason I'm even here is because the person that I went after was a person of note in this society. Like,
and do you believe the outcome would have been different had you gone after a commoner?
I think that there wouldn't be all of these bells and whistles.
Well, I'm sure you still would have been in therapy. It's mandatory for any violent students.
Ugh.
On your way out, can you send my next appointment in?
Sure, no problem. She walks out of the room.
You see sitting in the chair outside of his office is Luthien, the tall elf with the black hair and the man bun who ran the Defense Against the Dark Arts and the Dark Arts clubs. The one who didn't really like you and was just laden to bear with fucking inhibitors.
Got it.
As he just kind of glares up at you. Are you telling him to go in?
Yeah. Hey. The air quotes doctor wants to see you next.
He kind of stands up and like brushes himself off, still kind of mean mugging you. He goes, "They got you too, huh? Guess we have more in common than I thought."
I guess so.
As he walks into the room and just slams the door behind him before you hear from inside, "All right, get out your notes. Tell me what I'm doing wrong this week." As you just hear him thump down in the chair on the other side of the door.
Nuzin kind of reassesses her original assessment of that guy. Kind of like, yeah, I guess he's not wrong.
And Nuzin, that was your Thursday night, so it is now Friday morning. You all are just waking up, just getting ready to go about your day. What's everybody doing?
I think Elliot would probably be one of the first ones up. He's been working hard to try to get now that the house is in living order. He's getting his little area in the backyard in living order. His underground cave. And so every night that week, I think he would have been hollowing it out more and more. And so I think he's up in like the ass crack of dawn to move stone from the pile outside of his cave to off of the property, sort of up the mountain a little bit.
I think Lulun would help you. I think Lulun would be up early to help out with the house.
In that case, I think Elliot would have made a sled to like sort of haul stone and wood in and out of the area on at some point. Or maybe he's working on it.
Yeah, Lulun will bring you out a cup of coffee.
Morning, Lulin. How are you now?
I'm good. Classes were school's weird.
Oh, for sure.
I liked it.
I mean, you're telling me. I was early and Lyra was late. And she's never lived that one down.
Take it back. Lyra was late?
Yeah, first day, too. Never thought I'd see the day. She claimed she was up all night studying, but I think she was out at a party. He said that was very sarcastic. I don't know if that came through over the internet, but
yeah.
I thought you were just lying about Lyra, and I was like, Lyra's gonna have to fight off these accusations.
Oh yeah, doing lines of drugs and who knows what.
Oh yeah. No, I think she got up to like 8 lines that night. You know.
Yes, that Lyra so scandalous.
Yes. Perhaps we'll have to tell Mrs. Dreamshadow.
Alright, so
Very displeased with her daughter.
As these two are getting up early working on the house, News and Lyra, what are you up to?
I think Lyra has also like gotten up early, but she's not actually like gotten out of bed. Like she has like woken up and then started on her homework for the weekend, but is still kind of like sitting in bed.
Gotta use that early morning light.
Exactly. It's burning now. This is school time.
Newson, what are you doing?
I think Newson is like mulling over that weird therapy session. Has probably gotten up and out of bed as to not disturb Lyra. Like, I imagine that Lyra just has books and papers all over the bed.
Yeah.
So she just like when she heard the paper rustling, it's like becoming a trained, like in the first week, I feel like Lyra has done this frequently. And so it's like now she hears the paper rustling when Lyra wakes up, just immediately gets up out of bed to make space.
The one day you didn't get up immediately, you woke up with like books like stacked on top of you. And
well, what you found out is that the way my horns are curved is actually perfect for like holding things. So it's like so you're like, I'm just gonna rest that here for a minute, you know?
Yeah, just a second, just to get it out of my hands so she forgets about it and stacks something else on top of it.
So now it's like a conditioned response of like, I hear the paper rustling and I'm like, oh, I'm up.
Everything is fine. I was already awake, don't even worry about it.
Oh god. I don't think she's not like resentful of it or anything. It's just more like, it's like, let me get out of your way. I feel like you do a lot of homework, Lyra, and we're taking some of the same classes.
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to be doing that much homework?
Well, you see, every day after we go to class, I write notes in class, but then I also go home and I rewrite them prettier. So that's so that's some of it. There is some homework we're supposed to be doing, though. Do you want me to go through it real quick?
I mean, yeah, I guess that's like an important part of school, right? Like, you can't just go to the classes. Yeah, I guess we should probably go over it.
Okay.
She carefully sits at the edge of the end of the bed, like slowly moves some papers.
There just has like a nest of papers around her.
Oh, for sure.
All I could think of
Don't
was,
worry.
why are you doing so much homework? Because I'm doing yours too.
That's funny. Lyra would not, though. She values
No.
learning and education. Okay.
Academic integrity.
Yeah. So only if you're like really in a tight
Really. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has to submit
Oh
a
my
paper
God.
in Elvish and Newton doesn't know Elvish.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that's discrimination, so I'll do that one. But
I can't allow for discrimination.
that's how it goes, you know?
Can't believe y'all stole my next talking point. Well, only kind of, but that's okay.
Anyway, so I assume after the quick homework sesh, we go downstairs.
There's like a moment while you're explaining it where Newson just kind of goes glassy-eyed.
I think, that's enough for early morning. We can do,
Yeah.
it's not due until Monday. And we still have Fuck You and Ferret and, don't
That's
worry.
true. That's true. We do have
Yeah.
Fuck You and Ferret to get it done.
That's
And,
why you get so many days off. They give you such like elaborate and in-depth homework assignments that you need the time.
Yeah, I'm sure if
Yeah.
I do a little like warm up and training too, get the blood moving, that my brain will be
Exactly.
more ready.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, okay, let's go see if Elliot and Lulin are up.
Yeah, maybe they're also doing homework, but downstairs.
I wonder if they might be. That'd be really exciting. We
Yeah.
could like go do a break and then get back to it, Yeah.
So we just drop
Incredible.
downstairs. I guess I would like offer to help you carry books and stuff if we're carrying it all down with us.
Yeah, she is. She's like, you know what? They really are doing homework down there. We gotta bring everything.
Okay.
As you guys are headed downstairs, as you head towards the kitchen, you hear a loud like pounding knock at the front door, and then a stop, and then another knock, and then a stop, and then 2 knocks. So
Is that a secret code that we
Yeah, do
know
we have-
about?
Secret
not
knocking
that you
codes
not
now?
that you
I don't
know.
remember.
I
I
go
bet it's
sniff
one
the
we
door.
know.
Newson, have you
Yes.
ever smelled seaweed before?
Probably. I feel like my sea captain friend would probably smell like seaweed.
True. You smell seaweed from the other side of the door.
Smells oceany. She just says out loud, like just turns away from the door so the person on the other side would definitely hear it.
Wow, that's amazing. I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever. Yeah.
I'm
Or
getting
wait,
really good
that's a
at the wafting, I think.
We're
So,
all getting really good at it. That's worked out for us a lot, like a weird amount. So, well, should we open it? You think? Should we get Elliot to open it while we hide in the corner?
Oh, yeah, that seems like a good plan.
Yeah, that seems like a really good plan.
What if we, like, go over to the curtains off to the side of the door and kind of, like, peer out while Elliot
Yeah.
opens the door?
I think we should do that. Hey, Elliot.
We
We're-
think
I
it's
think
for you.
Lulin and Elliot are in the backyard, so I don't know they'd hear you if you just yelled.
Elliot!
Oh my god.
Ugh. Okay, new plan.
Oh, dude,
You open the
you
door
guys-
and I'll
do you
hide
guys
in
not
the
know?
window.
Do you guys not know where he keeps the key? Hang on, I'll help you guys. Hang on. Elliot! And Elliot, you hear it from the front of the house, from the front door, as Breton screams your name at the top of his lungs.
Open the door from the
is
inside without a key.
As Elliot walks through the front room, you can tell he is disgruntled. As he just looks at you, uses his single index finger to push down the latching mechanism on the door as it just swings open on its own.
You can wait till we're behind the curtain.
Breton is
Walk
standing
through
outside
the
with just Breton's standing outside with just a smile on his face. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey,
I don't
Brandon,
know.
How are you?
Oh, you
These
know.
two don't know how to function doors.
Hey,
apparently.
you know what, dude? Those things can be tricky.
No, they
Yeah.
can't. What?
You never,
What?
You're gonna.
Do we
look,
need? All right,
gonna-
no, come in.
You're
Come
gonna
in.
look
Nope,
at
nope,
me,
come in.
Elliot.
Nope,
You're gonna
come
look
in.
at me right.
Nope,
He
come in.
like walks through the doors. He goes, Elliot, you're gonna look at me right now and tell me you never had trouble opening up a door.
Literally never. Anyways, as Elliot shuts the door, now pay attention closely and uses the same finger to push down the latch as it swings open on its own. There you go. Lesson 1.
It's not
This
really
door.
it's not really the physical act of opening the door. It's the emotional and social act of opening the door that kind of gets
This
you know?
this is easy then. As Elliot sort of grabs Ben, puts him outside the door, slams the door,
When you try
grabs the door handle,
Hang on.
opens it up. Okay.
when
go
you
on.
try to move Breton, it's like trying to move a brick wall. And then he kind of looks at you.
Would you please?
You need me to go? You need me to go? Okay.
Yep.
No,
Step right
no
out
problem,
here.
bro. As he like steps out the
Yep.
door and like waves as Elliot slams it in his face.
All right, now pay attention closely. Elliot opens the door. Hey, I wasn't expecting you today. What's up?
Oh, nothing, dude. I just came by to drop off these airship tickets. Whenever you guys want to head down this weekend to the beach house, you just let me know. You can hop, or I guess just take these to the airport. Hop on.
Oh, perfect. Do we owe you anything for them, or?
No. Hey. I invited you all to come visit, my dude. You guys don't owe me a thing.
Wow. I appreciate it a lot. I didn't even know I was invited. Thank
Oh,
you
of
much.
course.
Lyra is
Perfect.
furiously taking notes. She is like
Anyways, can I come in?
We're still like
Oh,
wrapped
yes, of
up
course.
in the curtain.
Please
Awesome.
come on
Thank
in.
you. And he like walks through the door and he like pats Elliot on the shoulder and then he just goes, and scene. Did that make sense to you guys?
that made so much sense. Thank you so. At Elliot, I haven't seen you in so long. Wow. Okay,
Mhm, yeah,
I've
of
got.
course.
Lucy kind of like looks at both of them as like, wait, is this sarcasm?
No.
This is real.
No.
Okay,
Not
cool.
on
Yeah,
my
no. No. And while I was helping your friend here to perform an educational yet fun skit, I do want to say the tickets are real. Anytime, as long as you guys get down to where the airships are by about noonish tomorrow, you should be good to get right to the beach house. If you don't, then the chartered one will leave, and you'll just have to take the one to Sussum Cove. You'll be fine.
Perfect.
If I don't see you guys, if I don't see the airship with you guys, like the manifest with you guys on it at noon, though, I'll just make sure that I'm waiting for you guys at the port.
Sounds,
Right. I mean,
sounds
I'm sure
good.
we'll be on the one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we have that much homework to do, right?
I
Elliot sort of
so
looks at the
much-
two.
We kind of have a lot of homework too. Like
You haven't gotten it done yet?
we have 6 days off, so there's a lot. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
but I
trying
did
to have
mine
a more
last night.
healthy relationship with school. Wait, you're done?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't. Did you not tell them that you were coming to study group, bro?
Well, I assumed she was gonna be there, quite frankly.
You know what? That's fair, bro. That's fair. Yeah, no, Elliot came down to study group, and we just laid out all the homework, broke it into sections, and cracked out the next, 4 weeks of the semester.
Wait, can I come?
I
Wait,
mean,
can we do that on
not
the
unless you
beach
have a
as well?
time machine.
Well, I know. I mean, next time. You know.
I mean, yeah, but don't bring any homework to the beach. That's not the vibe.
Oh, okay. Okay, I won't.
If you need to get it done, I can help you with it when we get back.
Okay, that's great. Okay. I feel better
Anyways,
about it.
Newsin, you and me still good to go try out that new gym next week?
Like, I'm totally down.
Perfect. All right. Well, I don't have anything else. Good to see you guys, though. Glad to see you guys got the house cleaned up after the sick party.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks for
But,
bringing
I mean,
the
we
cool
had to do it
people.
ourselves too. Everybody just disappeared.
Well,
not you, of course. I'm talking.
you know what? No, you know what? That's
our
totally
help.
fair.
You know,
That's
he was
totally.
busy.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's totally disrespectful of the party goers. I can stay around next time. Make sure they get it all picked up for you before they go.
No. Partygoers are fine. It's just our help was a little preoccupied, I think.
Oh, get ready for the beach.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Had to put sand repellent on everything. You know how it is.
All right. Well, I gotta get home and carb load. You all recommend
Naturally.
you all do the same. You all have a
All right.
wonderful rest of your day.
See you later. As Elliot sort of like turns to Lyra, start scene. It's been wonderful seeing you again. I hope to see you soon.
You know what, Elliot? Always a pleasure, my dude. Always. As he like brings Elliot in and does like the bro hug with him, and he like pats him on the shoulder. He goes, "All right, say hi to the missus for me. I'll talk to you later." As he walks out,
Will
turns
do.
around, just walks out the door and down the street, and halfway down just starts whistling a tune.
Say hi to the missus for me. I'm gonna use that one.
Very good. As Elliot sort of like shuts the door. Anything else? Need me to turn on the oven? Turn on the stove?
No, again, there's no really social aspect to that. Like, that's fine. I guess we gotta
Okay.
pack, though.
You need to pack. Are you not?
Yeah.
You
I
don't
didn't
just have
realize
like your backpack?
Well, I mean, I have like the. I don't. Well, okay, I have like the. Oh shit, we're gonna die. We gotta go adventuring pack. I mean, that's always packed. But I don't have the like. It's the beach and we're gonna have fun packed. You know. I don't even really know what to put in there.
Elliot just looks to Newsom. Are those different packs for you?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm
Well,
good.
I don't really have a swimsuit in the. Do you have a swimsuit in the bolt pack?
Well, yeah. What if
I
we
guess
have
I
to
just
trudge
need to
through a
plan
lake
better.
to get away from the enemy?
You'd just get wet and you'd press to digitate yourself after. Yeah? That's what I do.
All right.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
guess-
it's
I
not a
guess
good
that
plan.
works.
Maybe you're right. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
if you're running from an
Yeah.
enemy, you don't really have time to like hop in a bush and change clothes and then swim and
Yeah.
then hop back into a bush on the other side and
Well, yeah,
change
of
clothes
course
again
not.
and then
Yeah, of course not. That's why I'm wearing it underneath.
oh.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Most
Okay.
of my stuff just like isn't that heavy, so yeah, I'm kind of with Lyra on the like I usually just swim in whatever I've got, or trudge, I guess in this case. I don't know about. Don't like coastal places usually like have stuff you can
Deep
buy
water?
if you need it. No, well, yeah, I
Well,
guess
yeah.
deep water, yes. No,
Yeah, I believe it would be more than trudging at the beach. Don't worry.
Well, I mean, at the edges of the ocean,
Yeah, we could still get
You
a
can
good trudge
trudge.
going. Okay.
you like hold.
I mean, I will not
Forget
participate in the
romantic
trudge.
walks on the
but-
beach. I want to hold hands and trudge in the surf.
Do what you gotta
Same.
do, I guess.
No.
Lulin, are you
This
still
is why we're
Lulin? Are you
dating.
still in the backyard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lulin would have thought Ellie would have been gone and back.
So
Lulin's still working his butt off.
yeah, as you're working in the backyard, you see Ephraim, Sumter, and Alrond come walking down the same path as the other night.
That was fast.
It was a week.
Oh,
It was 4 days.
that's right. I forgot. That was not fast.
That was slow, actually.
It was 4 days.
That was very slow.
As Sumter kind of takes Alrond inside, and Ephraim starts walking towards you.
Morning, guys. Coffee's out in the pot. Some breakfast.
All right, you all ready to have that chat?
Yeah, I suppose I could take a break.
No time like the present.
Lulin just chucks the stone a bit farther than where he wanted it to. Fuck. I'll make Ellie get that one.
We can move it back.
Nah, I'll make Ellie do that one. He's been gone too long.
Fair enough. Sumter will be inside here in a bit, but we can go get set up around
Right.
the table, I suppose.
Sounds good. And then Lulin will walk up to the door and open the door for him.
Alrighty. He heads inside, and those of you who are in the front talking right now, you hear the back door open and 2 sets of footsteps come in.
Shit, I was helping Lulin. As Elliot just sort of like dashes towards the back door. Because technically Lulin was helping me, but that's worse, isn't it?
Depends on the day.
So, Elliot, when you dash into the kitchen, you see Ephraim just like pulling out a chair and sitting down at the table.
Howdy. Welcome back.
Master Burning Oak, good to see you. Well, I guess Elliot'll do now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Elliot will do.
Little will put down a cup of coffee and cream and sugar down and whatever the hell you made for breakfast.
Egg.
Yeah, egg. One egg.
One egg for the whole group.
For
The
8
secret
people.
is
One
that it
egg
was
for
an
8
ostrich
people.
egg.
The
That
secret,
was literally exactly what I was.
the
going
secret
to say.
is that Lulin
Wow.
stole it from a dragon the other night.
Oh shit, a dragon egg.
I
Which
feel
one
like
of us is
that's
absorbing the
unethical.
soul?
I mean, you say that's unethical, but I butchered a dragon.
Oh,
I have
well,
so
true.
much dragon meat.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe it wasn't.
Are you putting
I
dragon?
say
are
like
you
maybe it's
putting
not
it-
a viable one, you know?
No.
Right, that's true.
What did you do, Greg? Lyra not knowing how to socialize reminds me of the Gerudo in Breath of the Wild who take literal
Yes.
classes on how to interact with men.
Yes! I was thinking the same thing, Greg. I was thinking the same thing.
Hell yeah. I've never played Breath of the Wild, but my sister
It's-
liked it a lot.
So good.
Uh-huh.
And people are gonna disappear in about a month to play the new one.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I fully expect my entire Discord to just disappear for about 2 weeks. And that's okay.
That's okay.
I'll be starting my
that
job
won't,
about
that won't
then.
happen because I don't play Zelda games and I'll hit you up anyways. Just so
I
you
mean,
don't feel
fair.
left out.
Fair.
You also got me. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you both would have played it.
No.
Eventually.
I didn't even play
Not like
I didn't
that.
even play Breath of the Wild.
Yes, Coffee, I have Discord. I'm not 95.
I am. Alrighty. What do you think we're in right now?
Skype.
It's
Fair
a
enough.
secret.
It's in,
All
we
right.
are using Skype.
It's
No,
an
we're using the
actual
Steam
phone
voice
call.
message.
Yeah.
Circle
Voice
it back.
memos back and forth. Sorry.
Mhm.
Voice memos.
So as Ephraim's kind of sitting there looking at the food that I'm assuming Lulin's just placing in front of him.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yep, it's
Oh.
exactly that. It's exactly that. What Dungeon Doggo said.
It's 3 barks worth of eggs.
Yes. 3
Alright.
barks of eggs and a side of sausage.
No grumble. Nobody wants to hear you bark.
I do.
Okay, well, chat wants to hear you bark, but they're not my neighbors, so they don't get a say in the matter.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Anyways, Lyra, Newson, come in, please.
Yeah, Sumter comes in and sits down next to his brother and just steals half of his food off the plate.
Lyra puts her hand out and says, how is your wife doing?
How is
As Lyra walks in, holds her hand out and says that, these two just stop and just look up at Lyra.
Lulu's gonna join them in the look.
Sorry, I think I wrote that down wrong.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'll
that's-
work on
that's what you say when you leave, not when you arrive.
it. Oh.
Newsman just
Sorry.
like puts a hand comfortingly on Lyra's shoulder.
Lulu,
Okay.
Ask,
next
how are you
time.
now when you show up?
How are you now?
Been better. Been better, but Elrond's patched up. Well, he's gonna have headaches for a couple of weeks, but he's patched. Managed to
good to
get
hear.
all his memories separated back out. Managed to get a new container for them too, as he like lifts up this like wooden cylinder and he pops it open, and you see that there are like individual pockets for all of the memories, and then you could like lock it back down inside the wood so it wouldn't give off light.
See, now
Wow,
that
that's
makes a
so
lot
much
more
better
sense.
than a
So,
bucket.
yeah.
As well, we didn't
You were
have a,
hiding contraband memories. Good God.
we didn't have a say in the bucket either.
Did you have a say in that one?
Of course we did. The wolf was a bit out of commission, so to speak.
Ah. Well. At least you got a fancier container now. So is the wolf your real employer, or?
Well, I'd hate to say that we have employers, really, but, you know, we did all run the debt. He saved our lives outside Isenmont.
I see. Good guy.
But we came here, posed as workers for you, which we're more than happy to continue doing if you need us to, out of respect for that debt. He asked us not to tell you, but now that you've found out, I don't think that any of that's particularly valid anymore.
Yeah, well, fair.
Are you telling us that he was bullying you like that because you all owed him a life debt?
Well, one of the things that that was taken away from him that he willingly forgot was his connection to us, because it led to his connection to the pits.
Okay. So he's just like.
So from his perspective, we are legitimately just squires.
I see.
But I think everybody in this room knows that we're not quite that, are we?
No.
Well, allow us to reintroduce ourselves. This is my brother Sumter, as you know. My name's Ephraim. Our last name is Sage Drifter. Yes, relation. No, we're not mad about it.
What do you mean not mad about?
Well, I'm sure you saw the light cracking beneath my skin, and you obviously saw Sumter's wings, so you must have wondered how we got those powers.
Certainly.
Carden, in his infinite wisdom, tried to bring the whole family on his plan to take over Stipvale. When some of us found out what that meant for the people, we spoke out against him, which is how we ended up in his lab outside Isenmont. The same place they brought Allrond after your airship went down.
I see. So, was he trying to turn you into one of those angels that we saw?
Best we can figure, he brought blood, divine grace. Pretty much anything he could think of ended up in a serum that went into one of us.
Jeez.
He tried the grace on me and the blood on Sumter, and I think you've seen the varying results of that. I'm sure more of you must have questions. One of you said you knew the Dreamweaver?
I mean, yeah, we interacted before, for sure.
Well, I'm sure you'll be happy to know that she got out of the circus then.
Yeah, we really haven't heard anything from anyone but the Ringmaster since...
We were under the impression that the Ringmaster was dead.
It was Nam was the one that interacted with them, but it was a weird, like, setup scenario. I remember Nam mentioning that he interacted with them, but I don't know what happened to them. I believe they're dead now, yes, but they weren't when we interacted.
Ah. Well, I suppose regardless of that, yes, most of the people who weren't directly in the circus and were just bound to it by one magic or another escaped with their lives when the Golden Host attacked.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yes. She told us if any of you would like any of your memories back, she's always willing to make a trade. We took to mean you all bargained with her before.
Yeah, I have a couple, but I don't think it was anything major. I think it was more like it was the only currency that was available, so I was like, yeah, I'll give up a couple little things so that we can survive in the circus.
Of course. What's been going on in the world of the living while we've been gone?
Classes, mostly.
Yeah, just a shit ton of homework, apparently.
Ah,
It's been pretty quiet.
well, that's good.
Yeah, nothing, no other major incidents since, you know, the night of all the explosions and the party and the, yeah.
Yes. While we were talking to the Dreamweaver, we did reach out to some of our contacts from Stipvale to see if we could find any information on it.
And
Seems to have been done by a group called Eternity's End. We don't know much more about them than that.
Are they mostly humans? Are they out of a different specific city? Anything like that?
From what we can tell, they're mostly humans. It seems like their name references a plan from Stipvale before the war started as a last ditch assured strike against anybody who would have crippled the city.
Ah, yes. Batman switches, my favorite.
So it seems like whoever this group is, if they're not directly carrying out the plan, they're at least using the playbook.
You think it was a dead man's switch, Elliot?
Kind of sounds like it.
Yeah.
Stipvale has fallen, and now everything else is getting attacked, so... Bit of an extra delay, though, right? About a month?
Right.
Couple months?
Mm-hmm.
Well, nonetheless.
I mean, it bears saying their targets also make no sense.
It's true.
at least as far as we can tell. There's gotta be some rhyme or reason to it, we just don't know what it is.
Yes, we've reached out to a friend of ours. He's going to try and dig us up some of the documents from the wreckage of Stipvale. See if we can't figure out anything more, what they might be doing next. We also, and at that, as he says that, you guys hear just like a frantic knocking on your door.
I'll
right.
get it this time. Lyra's opening the door and says, "Hello."
Elliot's gonna follow. I'll supervise.
As you open the door, Faldemar is just holding a bunch of like scrolls and papers. He goes, "Oh, hi, Lyra," as he like almost falls through the door past you. "I found something.
Oh,
I found something. Do you have a table? I need to put things on a table."
yeah. We have quite a few tables. And then
Just
Lyra
this way
makes
through here.
I didn't know we were on speaking terms again.
I don't. What is this about? I don't remember what this is about. Lyra's like sending this to Elliot.
How am I supposed to know? This way through here. As Elliot
we
sort of
taking
leads
him
him into
to
the dining room.
Okay, we're gonna take him to these people. Okay.
So Nuzin and Lulin, you're still sitting around the table when they come back into the room with Faldemar like walking behind them, like just dropping papers behind him, as he just lets go of everything and kind of let it sprawls out over the table. Okay, so I know we haven't talked in a while, and that's fine. By the way, I checked out all your grades for your first week of class. You guys are doing great. TA's proud. Doesn't matter now. What we need to get onto it. Who's that guy?
Eftim and Sumter. They're
That's Ephraim.
Them and Sumter.
Eh, my dyslexia means it's all the same to me. Anyways, mind if we have the room, boys? He has something important he's got to tell us.
Wait, I thought, okay, we should have taken him to a different room if we didn't want them to chat. I don't know, it's a little rude.
Why?
Ephraim,
right,
Sumter
we can do this
Sumter
in the
kind of
study,
looks
I
at his
guess.
brother, and Ephraim just looks at you all and goes, "You don't trust us? Fair enough." As he like stands up and grabs his plate, And then as he's kind of like walking out the door, he leans back, Elliot, and he leans past you and grabs whatever bottle you're drinking. And just picks it up and heads out the door with his brother.
I think we kind of deserved that. I'm gonna lie.
No, we didn't.
What?
Lyra, they have been lying to us since the moment they got here. They have never been truthful about who they are. We should absolutely be suspicious of them.
Okay.
Did I walk in on something?
No,
yeah, a
go
little
ahead.
bit.
Say what you
Sorry,
say. What
go
you're
ahead.
gonna say.
Okay, well, so after you guys left, I got to thinking about the great evil and the warlocks and all that, and I was trying to figure out how to make the locks because I told you guys I'd look into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't find out how to make the locks, but I did find something different. As he kind of like scans the room and he goes, "Where's Mazebreaker?"
Oh.
Hey, Lulin.
Lulu's gonna. He was kind of like taking the plates up to the kitchen. He's upstairs.
Good, he's not here. Okay, I can talk about this. So,
Cool. Yeah.
So the locksmiths bound their souls to weapons, but I was looking back through all of Velkin's old notes and everything that Brennan took from him and all the things we've managed to like salvage and scavenge together since then, right?
Uh-huh.
Velkin didn't stop.
Doing what?
He didn't stop making weapons at 5.
Oh.
We found references and old poems and a bunch of old, essentially children's stories. I'm sure some of you have heard some of them before. But all referencing dark items. And that got me thinking, like, why would Velkin continue to make weapons? Who was he getting to do them? And that's when I realized, what if he was trying to portion out power of whatever the thing it was that he had inside him? And what if we could use those weapons?
So we need to find those weapons so that the darkness within him doesn't?
Well, you said that when you killed him, the darkness came out of him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that's kind of exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I mean,
But also,
I did...
if the darkness
we
doesn't
have-
show back up, they could be strong enough to fight the patrons, if they break free. If that's the path you've chosen to go down.
I guess so. With these weapons, if it's got bits of the darkness in them, like, doesn't that give it access to us if we have those weapons on hand to protect them?
Yes, maybe. I don't quite know how it works, but if we got a hold of one of them, we could research one of them, because if he figured out how to put it in a weapon, then that means he figured out how to bind the darkness. Which means
So
that
you're
by
saying
looking
we
at
should
them,
reverse
we could reverse engineer. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And we could figure out how to bind it
binding.
ourselves.
Got it.
And that might be the same way that Velkin bound the warlocks.
I think that's probably a good assumption.
I don't know, but I have a bunch of children's stories for you guys and old poems and stuff I dug up.
I'd love to read those. Can I look through them?
Yes, and just get ready for an absolute dump of information.
Okay. I'm ready. Got the notes out?
Oh, no. I'm about to dump information into your notes as I read
Oh!
them. Alrighty. Boom, boom.
Well, this is actually kind of perfect, isn't it? Because this means that we can go out on missions for my uncle to retrieve, as he holds up air quotes, artifacts.
And those artifacts are weapons that we need to protect
Exactly.
from getting back. Yeah, you're not wrong. Guess it's kind of killing two birds with one stone.
Alright, I've done my best to translate most of these. Do any of you speak Aquan?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Then I'm glad I translated this one. And I'm just gonna. I'm also gonna change us to our battle map so that chat can also look at everything. Which I realized got rid of the portal, which is a little sad, but we'll make do. No. So the first poem he gives you is called The Sand Whisperer's Lament. In the desert's heart a secret lay, a sand whisperer to find one day. An amulet of darkest glow, power and turmoil it did so. Lirith, master of the sands, wore the charm and felt its brand. The desert's rage, the storm's great might, cast upon him day and night. Buried beneath the oasis veil, Lirith's heart did then grow pale. A lesson learned of magic's cost, a tale to teach of power lost. Do you guys make anything of this? And that kind of tracks with what I was going to show you guys next. Is he pulls out another map, and this map is old. This map looks like it has not been, like, it's been touched and unraveled and painstakingly taken care of, but this map is several hundred years old, at a minimum. Yes it is. We're just gonna go back to the other screen. I know it works on that.
Yeah.
I'll just read them. Chat'll be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, chat, we're just going to stay on this screen and I'll read you the messages because it works on this one. He pulls out a map, and it's this very obviously a very old map, and it's a map of Sylvanaria. And it has lines drawn across it, and he goes, so this is everywhere that we tracked Velkin in the last couple centuries.
Oh.
I want to look at the last couple locations and see if that tracks with where we were. Like, were they tracking us?
The last location they have Velkin marked at is in Rook's Rest.
So right before we met. Okay, interesting.
Which, if you'll remember, was also the last time you saw him outside the hedge.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I found this one. This one seems to have something to do with werewolves, I think, maybe. Or something along those lines. It's called the Moonflower's Embrace. Boom. And it goes for chat. Elenya wandered in the night, found a lantern of shadows light. The darkness spread, the moon's glow ceased, a world of shadows was released. With petals of the moonflower fair, she wove a charm with skill and care. The lantern's darkness soon abated, the light of the moon was reinstated. A tale told to the young and old, of hope and light and darkness hold. The children learn to find their way in the warmth of moon's gentle ray. As he's kind of just sitting there looking up at you all, waiting for reactions.
How was that werewolfy? Like, other than the moon.
Well, the moon flower, didn't you used to have some of that?
Well, it was moonlight, but
Oh,
That what it's made from now? Moonflowers?
I don't know. I couldn't
I mean,
tell you.
to be fair, this poem was written almost 500 years ago.
I'm in the herbology class. I'm like, we were like taking notes. I can ask about it.
yeah.
Okay.
Historical names of moonlight. That's probably a good idea.
Well, I'll just let that play out. All right, but yeah, so I'll just leave these here for you guys. I don't know. I know we didn't exactly end on the right note last time, but
No, it's all good.
I mean, you were the one who told us to stay away, so...
yeah, I was panicking for what I feel are somewhat obvious reasons, but
We're not that scary.
he kind of like points directly at News and goes, "Knock me out with a headbutt."
Well, you tried to throw sand in my eyes, to be fair.
True.
That's
You're telling me you wouldn't headbutt someone and knock them out if they tried to throw sand in your eyes?
I don't know that a headbutt would be my number one thing. I mean, in light of current things, probably magic. Magic would probably be good for that.
But you defend yourself with force.
I tried to run away, actually.
Well, I guess that's fair. Guess that's why I'm in therapy.
You're in therapy? I didn't get told about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. I managed to get the rest of us out of group therapy. I'm very proud of myself.
I still think it's a good idea.
I
But
don't.
maybe not with Malum. I'll say. Not
Yeah,
with
it's with
just-
Malum, so...
Malum. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think you guys could do group therapy with him. And he kind of turns, he points at it, he goes, he still hates you.
Me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Aren't you the reason he got sent to another world?
Maybe.
Or dimension?
I didn't think he knew that.
I don't know. It was something about even from beyond the realm that boy still knows how to talk shit or something.
You did tease him a lot. You teased him a lot. Don't you remember? You kept messaging him.
Oh, that's true.
Teased him a
Oh my
lot.
god, you're right.
Yeah.
I did. I could keep doing it.
No, I don't think you should.
I think
Especially
that
now
would be
he's
funny. I
here.
want to see how he reacts when I get into therapy. Maybe I can use the phrases you use, but like in a casual way, you know?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay, can I just get you guys to make sure you have these? Everybody go look in their journals. You should have a folder inside your Apud folder called Poems from the Old Times.
I see him. I see one of them.
Got it. Well,
I
yeah,
was
this
just-
is
You only
right.
see one of them?
Yep.
Now I see none of them.
Yeah.
Why did that one get moved again? Okay, I'll fix that in a second then.
Yes, the Sand Whisperer's Lament is in there. But that's it.
Interesting. Okay, I will fix that then. Alright. He kind of looks at you, he goes, yeah, no, that sounds horrible. I just hate being stuck in meetings with Malum.
Oh yeah? How is he in meetings?
Ugh.
You know, we're like soul brothers or something.
I think I know someone who could cut that for you.
Oh? I don't even know what it means.
I don't know.
Oh, is the...
It's just like a weird link, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't have one.
I'm so
True.
connected
She's a
to that.
loser.
You're the one who's attached to Malum.
Yeah, but you don't have a buddy. I at least have somebody.
It's Mal.
She's connected to the evil, like, water lady. That's worse than Malum.
I do hate her. I do hate her.
She, like, literally leads a cult, guys. Just saying.
And she was hitting on Nathan.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was explicitly.
Newson,
That one is not fake.
Newson, did you think she was hitting on you?
I wasn't there.
Okay, because Lyra, I love you both to death. Lyra, I've been around you for years. You don't know what it looks like when somebody's hitting on someone.
Well, okay, well that may be true, but I'm right about this. I'm right. I think she was doing it on purpose.
To, like, bait you?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Oh, weird.
I know, yeah, she's all fucked up, and I really wanted to not kill her necessarily. I did fight her, but I wanted to win that fight.
You did good.
Yeah. Oh, didn't win though.
You need to train a little harder, I think. Maybe a little less academics, a little bit more practicals.
I guess. I mean, remember when I cast Fireball on myself the other day? That was pretty cool.
I could teach you the single-handed most utilitarian spell of all time.
Oh yeah, what's that?
He holds out his hand to the open back door and casts Eldritch Blast out the back door.
I don't know if I can learn that one.
You never know unless you try.
That's true, I would love to try.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure it's something that none of you can do.
It's that none of us can what?
I'm pretty sure it's something that none of you can currently do. And it's the best spell ever. I'll try and teach it to you guys.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah, I don't really. I'm actually really happy all this is out in the open now, because I was going to tell you I cannot help you with your spell homeworks. I have no idea how wizards cast spells.
Oh, a lot of things are slotting into place for me. Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, not a clue. Newson probably help you a little better.
Yeah, I don't even know how I cast spells, so
perfect. We're going to start at the same baseline then.
Cool.
Well, hold on. If we're gonna do like some magical training, should we go down to the I carved a little magical range down in the basement. If we want to go in my basement.
What's wrong with my training grounds?
I mean, your training ground is great, but it's out in the open. You know, it's on the sun. It's kind of bright.
The sun is good for you. You're so pale.
I am not pale. I am a werewolf.
Newsom, like, holds out her, like, cream white fur to his pale arm.
You literally have fur. Fur doesn't tan!
Yeah, and what I'm saying is, if you're whiter than my fur, that's a problem.
Oh, check this out.
No,
check this
it's
out.
not.
No,
Elves
Elliot,
don't tan.
Elliot,
We
I've
burn.
been hiding amongst people for a long time. I have a great one here. Do you guys have a way to make like a water spray mist?
Yeah.
Perfect. Can you just mist Elliot for me, please?
What is going on?
You know, I really have no idea.
Lulu's gonna pull out his hammer axe. He's gonna cast Searing Smite on it, and then I'm also going to cast Frostbite on it.
And you're just gonna make steamy mist right in Elliot's face?
Yeah. That's what he wanted.
Fair enough. So Elliot,
Newsom just goes to the kitchen, gets a cup of water, dips her fingers into it, and like flicks them in Elliot's direction.
Elliot, are you doing anything while this is happening?
Elliot is standing there with the most confused look on his face.
So, Elliot, you gradually feel like mist accumulating on your skin, and then Voldemort looks at you and just goes, "Ha!" and casts Prestidigitation and turns all the mist a light shade of orange. I'm calling it.
This is
a mist tan.
This is unacceptable. As Elliot prestidigitates it away.
See, and just like that, it's off, and he's back to his normal searchlight inspiring self.
But why be orange when you could be any color at that point?
That's a fair point.
Well, like,
That's so true.
we don't want to do
I
like culture.
agree.
We don't want to do like cultural appropriation. I mean, if we make him
No,
blue
you
or
just-
green, he turns into a Triton.
Oh.
I mean, you could always do something different as Elliot like sort of snaps his finger and turns Lyra's hair green.
Oh, thank you. Can we not do that? She's
Well,
gonna go
yeah,
like,
you can undo it.
I don't have Dispel. I only have Counterspell.
You don't have prestidigitation?
Oh, I have that. I didn't know if it was
Man,
an illusion
you know-
or a...
Sometimes I wonder. You know, she doesn't have enough technical experience. You know, you need more practicals. That's what I'm telling you. Sure, in the textbook, the best way to get rid of an effect is counterspell. But quite frankly, 90% of the time, prestidigitate it away.
Well, not 90% of that. If the person who did it used prestidigitation, then yeah, you're gonna want to.
And they usually do here.
But what if you didn't? What if you used something else? I don't know.
Why would I use anything else?
Well, I don't know.
Anyways, as
Anyways,
Elliot
I'll
sort of
just
turns back
I'll
to
just
everyone
counterspell
else.
the next
Yeah.
one.
So this is what I have for you guys right now. I'm gonna go down to the library and try and find more.
Oh, I mean, that's perfect.
I figure if anybody has records on stuff like this, the elves probably do, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I would be careful because you know all of your checkouts are marked. So if you could, you know,
Yes.
I don't want anyone tracing back
Yes,
steps.
of
is what I'm trying
course.
to say.
Books I have checked out from the local library. As he begins to like slowly back towards the
I
door.
love the local library. They're just so wonderful, and we should really follow all their rules because they're just a community staple.
Elliot just sort of like nods. I see.
I actually have something for you. And like Lulu's like pulling out like one of his notebooks. I came across a collection of banners that I don't know if are connected to these things, and Lulu's gonna hand out the poorly drawn 7 banners from from episode 4.
You motherfucker. Send me a picture.
Yeah.
I need to see
I
how
haven't
badly
actually-
you drew the banners because I thought
I
those
didn't draw
were
them.
never. I thought those were never coming up again.
I didn't draw them. I just took like notes of them of like their description.
Okay, describe them to me.
The first one was left void, a left void black circle with tentacles everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The second world, or the left one was a black void circle with tentacles everywhere. The second one was a picture of a world tree. The third one was a dove pinned down by a skeletal crow. The fourth one was crossed swords, eyes on pommels. The fifth one was sun rays, the sun with rays and wings. The sixth one was fire, and the seventh one was a skeleton.
So Voldemort kind of looks over a couple of them and he goes, "Okay, yeah, I recognize a couple of these."
And like Lulu like shows him like the drawings. He's like, "I'm not the best artist. I don't claim to be, but
No. Okay, so the one with the tentacles here in the left side, right?
mm-hmm.
Those are the keepers of the abyss, and they used to work for the Great Old One patrons out by Zoid.
Okay."
The World Tree one. See, that's interesting because I thought the World Tree. I mean, it was Velkin's guys. It was the Order of the Crescent Moon. Now, the one here with the skeletal crow pinning down the
dove, yeah.
the dove. That one's interesting because that's a secret. That's a sigil for the caretaker. But the caretaker can't even come to this plane. Where did you find these?
In the hedge.
Okay.
Way before it was destroyed.
Okay, well that makes sense then. The caretaker can go to and fro in the hedge.
I was separated with the group, and I came across all these in a hallway.
Okay, and then this one with the sun and the flame and the wings, that's the golden host. I don't recognize the other three.
Okay. Do you think these have any correlation to what's going on, or do you think any of these could lead into any clues of what we need?
I mean, if you found them in the hedge before it collapsed, they could just be there as historical pieces, but I mean, everything means something, right?
Okay. And then, like, Lulu's gonna, like, tear out the paper and, like, hand it to him.
Oh, you want me to go look for these?
No, you don't have to look, but if you think information is pertinent to our current goals, sure.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't mind learning something new, but
Yeah, no, I'll go look
you're
at
more
these.
scholaristic than I am, and I think this is more helpful in your hands than mine.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll go look at these. I'll leave you guys with the poetry book. I don't know that everything in it's relevant, but you guys are smart. I'm sure you'll parse out what is and what isn't.
Sure, but yeah, thank you for the information.
Yeah, happy to help.
Been on this for like nearly a year now.
As he kind of begins rolling the map back up, and he goes, "I'll get you a copy of this, but this one's mine. I've had it for a while."
Of course.
All right. If you need anything, I'll be at the library. If I'm not there, probably at my house. If I'm not there, I'm probably drinking. If I'm not there, I'm dead.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to come back anytime.
Yeah. You guys have fun with whoever the broody guys out back are. They're kind of having a picnic as he like looks out the window into the backyard.
Lulu also looks out back and it's just Nom and the three others just brooding, not talking.
You know what?
Brooding circle.
That's better than the picnic, so. And Faldamar's gonna head out the front door, leaving you guys with your new poetry book. Which is actually there for you guys to sort through.
Cool.
New poetry. Let's go. Speaking of getting things translated, Lulin, did you get the a translated version of Magical Gastronomy? I know that the original one was written in Elvish.
Yes, actually.
Okay, very good.
It
Just
took
wanted to
them
make
some
sure.
time to get to it, but yeah, I got it yesterday.
Perfect. I bet the first day of classes were confusing.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a few extra hours with the professor. So, thinking, give me like a quick version of what the session was.
That's fair. Anyways, I mean, I just assumed we were done talking to the boys, the squires. Is there anything else you guys wanted to say to them? I kind of have lost patience with them. They've just consistently been lying to us.
Yeah. I am of the opinion that they will earn our trust back with their continued actual truth-telling and telling us what they're actually up to in general.
I agree. But that's really just it's all a process, I think. Then.
Yeah.
So
but, I mean, nonetheless.
So Nom, you are sitting in the backyard, quietly brooding with Sumter, Ephraim, and Allrond right now. Just sitting in broad daylight, just brooding.
Nom's not backing down from brooding.
That's fine.
That's fine. What he's doing. That.
That's fine. Neither are they.
Okay, good.
Very
Nom broods harder.
Gotta find a new place to brood ever since Elliot closed up his basement.
Yeah, true.
Also, roll me
I
a
think he would have. Go on.
roll me a D100 for your goddess thing, but also roll me a D100 to see how well your first week of having 3 jobs went.
I feel like the first question is, did you go to any of them? And then you can see how you did at them.
Oh, true.
Well, I don't think Nam really had to do anything for his bank one. Because I feel like Nam could just lie about what he does for that.
Yeah, and
He'll
also
still
the
get
question
paid.
of the day.
Oh yeah, how does Nom take his coffee?
Nam doesn't drink coffee. I'm just kidding. Probably dark.
Fair.
Black like those eyes.
Sorry, Foundry's taking forever.
Yeah,
Nope,
it
you're
took a
good.
while to load for me too, so.
So Nom, as you're sitting there with Alron, who hasn't spoken a word to you since you sat down, Ephraim and Sumter just stand up and begin heading for the guest house. They have given up on the brooding competition.
Well, what's the sitch? What brought us all together?
You walked out onto the back lawn and they were sitting there having a picnic, so you sat down and started brooding with them.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna try and go find the group then.
Almost immediately as you stand up, you can see a couple of them looking at you through the back door, through the back kitchen window.
Lulin waves.
Nam kind of like gives you a bro nod. Like does a
Lulin reciprocates the bro nod.
As you walk away, you just hear Alron say, "I won this time," as he stands up and walks off towards the lake.
Nam turns around and goes, "You talked first.
You walked away.
Doesn't mean I stopped brooding.
You waved.
And then Nam-
That's a happy gesture.
I did not wave. A bro nod is not a wave."
Call it,
And then Nam
call
walks
it a
away.
tie as he just walks off towards the hot springs.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Alcohol.
Okay.
We talked about this.
You should talk to my buddy Elliot about that.
All right, and you headed in the back. You headed in the back door of the kitchen.
Nam walks in the door, slams the door behind him, and I don't know, starts hitting a jig, starts driving, I guess.
Would you stop
Wait,
slamming
what are we
doors?
dancing about?
Absolutely wilding.
He's dancing because he keeps breaking the freaking door frames. You're gonna fracture this thing, dude.
Honestly, I'm not kind of upset about it. It gets me better with my mending skills.
Fair enough.
Lulin
It's true.
walks over and casts mending.
I'm doing it for the better of the team,
Such a
and
team
not
player.
because it's against my own will.
I'm sorry, what?
That'd be weird.
What?
Just like slamming doors against your own will. That's a weird thing.
No,
Can
based
you
on
not slam doors?
your role, you didn't have a problem in any of your classes or at any of your jobs, but they were all far enough apart that you did have a little bit of an issue getting to all of them on time.
No, okay. Nam will just simply improve for the next week. He now knows his errors.
He's plotting the best route.
Mm-hmm.
Error in brooding.
Did anyone else just hear him say that he can't not slam doors?
I might have heard that. Are you okay now?
That depends.
Oh, I thought that was just sarcasm.
What? No, I literally can't walk into a room and not slam the door shut behind
We
me.
should fix that. We can get that
Yeah.
fixed.
That is
Oh,
weird.
I mean, I've said this before, and you guys all kind of brushed it off, but so I figured it was
You were
fine.
joking. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, it's fine if you like it.
Is it
but
like?
if you don't,
Yeah, do you want it?
Well, honestly, it kind of like diminishes my skill in being stealthy in a lot of areas, so I don't really like it that much.
We can get it removed.
I mean, in that case,
certainly.
is it like a? Do you think it's a curse?
I mean, it could be. I've
well,
been cursed a lot before, and this kind of feels like it. I think that's why it hasn't been a problem for me, really.
Do you have a lot of curses? Like, am I going to remove a different curse if I just remove curse?
No, I'm pretty sure I only have one right now.
Okay. And it'll just cast like remove curse.
Alright, Nom. You are no longer cursed until the next time you touch the item that cursed you.
Oh, I don't even remember. It's been so long.
That's fine. I remember what it was.
Well, that's good. I would hope you do.
Anyways, you wanna try? As Elliot sort of gestures towards the door.
Yeah, I'll go. And then walks through the door and then doesn't slam it shut behind him. And he goes, "What is this quietness that I'm hearing after I enter a room?"
All right. Well, I guess that is solved.
Good job, team.
And then comes back into the room and slams the door behind him. And he goes, "Nah, I did that one on purpose."
Oh well, I mean in that case.
Oh.
It's just nice to have that decision.
Yeah. No, having the option is great. Maybe I should slam more doors. I need to buy some doors.
You should try it. It honestly lets out a lot of anger. Maybe that's why I've been so namaste zen recently.
I see what you did there. You have been very namaste. So anyway.
Yeah, what's going on? Why is everybody so quiet?
Well,
well, we got some poems about some like ancient weapons.
I feel like I walked into a very awkward situation.
I choked on a fucking sweet tart.
Well, I mean, it wasn't awkward until you showed up, so.
Well, that's good. Well, hopefully,
no, I'm just saying he didn't interrupt anything.
Oh, okay. It's like one of those things where it's not awkward until someone says this is kind of awkward, and then.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Awkward, yeah.
Or like those people when you're like having a good time with them, and then they're like, "Oh, this is really. I'm having a really good time right now," and then it makes it really a weird scenario.
That makes it weird for you?
Like they don't have to address it, Like just enjoy it. You don't have to be like, "Oh, this is."
Oh.
You know what
I thought
I mean?
that was like a compliment. Like if you're enjoying somebody's company and you're like,
it can be,
Okay.
but it's like when it's unnecessary to say so. Like if you're at a theme park, whatever that is.
I see. When you are at a place of fun and someone says that it is fun, it almost seems sarcastic.
Right.
Yeah. No, I get you.
More of like a social gathering, not like a one-on-one conversation type of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
well, this is not awkward.
Okay.
Right.
You know what, guys?
Thank you.
This is a really good moment that we're having right now.
It really is.
Well,
Breton
came by and brought us airship tickets so we can go visit him for fuck you and Ferret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I guess we're gonna be. But he said
that's not till tomorrow at noon. So.
Yeah. We just have to be on time, otherwise the airship will leave us.
Exactly.
I didn't even realize that I did namaste, like nam.
Bro, you said
didn't?
the reason I
didn't.
the reason I
I did
choked on my
not.
sweet tart is because you said that, and my brain
I'm-
pictured a shirt
I'm
that just had a picture of Nam and said Namaste, and I choked on my fucking sweet tart.
I guess I'm so funny all the time without even trying.
Truly.
There you go.
I did not even.
suppose.
I was like, I didn't think it was that funny, but alright.
It's always
That was
the
very
stupid puns that get us, you know?
Yeah. We're very punny.
We're so punny.
Guys, you can't say so punny and expect a funny, haha moment, you know? Like,
I'm
okay, good.
experiencing it actually, so
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
I said it
experiencing
very
now.
seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just
You
got
meant it.
Good.
this has
Yeah,
circled
I know
around long enough that I just got an actual headache.
Well, that's good.
Good.
That's rough, buddy.
Anyways, I gave you guys a ton of stuff to read over and talk about, so I can have more stuff happen if you guys need it to, though.
Well, because are we gonna sit down and read all these right now, or how do we feel?
Or you guys can
I
do
mean-
something else. I just need to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
He really just came over and gave us more homework. I haven't
That's
done
true,
any
he did.
homework.
Yeah. It
Nam's
seems
gonna
like-
go get coffee or something. Like Nam sees all of this, all these poems, and he leaves. He's out.
All right. The Seer's Dilemma. Mira, seer with visions clear, gained a dark eye full of fear. A future bleak and full of woe. Her heart grew heavy, her spirit low. A healer saw her anguish deep, cleansed her of the vision's sweep. The dark eye shattered, destroyed at last. Mira's future no longer cast. In stiff veil, children learn. The future's path will twist and turn. Embrace the present, seek the light, and trust their hearts to guide them right. Well, I guess that one's kind of interesting. Gained a dark eye
That's
full
true.
of fear.
Yeah.
Should we maybe go tell my uncle that we're heading out to the coast and that
Oh,
any
yeah.
artifacts out there we might be picking up and we won't be working the weekend and
Yeah.
so on and so forth?
Yeah, probably.
I believe that we are supposed to, I believe it's pronounced request time off, but I was just going to tell him we're going on a beach trip,
Yeah, I think
you know?
that's fine. Yeah.
Are these like riddles or?
They're children's rhymes, but ancient ones.
What's like the goal with these? Where are we?
I think we gotta find all the items. All the
Oh.
mentioned items. Yeah.
Oh, so they're not like a. I say the answer to them. Do we?
I don't think so. I mean, you could try.
Well, I don't know any of the answers, but I
Oh,
was.
okay.
I don't know what I'm trying to figure out. Is my.
I'm gonna
is my
whisper
main qual.
Time. I'm gonna whisper time to the book.
Nothing happens.
That's a common.
The notes
No.
that have been
Sure.
translated in Folnamar's handwriting do nothing.
Nam whispers
Hey.
sponge into one of them.
Oh, good idea. Good idea.
Hold on, this
What
one,
about
the one you
a
just
man?
read is. Oh my
Sorry.
god.
What about money?
It's his name.
What about money?
Well, maybe. Anyway, what were you saying, Nathan?
Just this poem that you just read is the Seer's Dilemma, referencing a dark eye.
Yeah, I thought that was really suspicious, actually. That's why I read it out loud.
Suspicious of the person I've been suspicious of for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he said Farah said he was from Isamont, didn't he? I
did.
asked him where he was from.
He
okay.
did.
That's
What
I
a
thought.
dilemma, am I right? And Nam does the Fozzie when he-
Well, we can go.
So true.
We can go ask him if you'd like.
I mean,
I mean,
wait, maybe the fact that he saw nothing was because we took his magic eye.
well, let's go talk to him.
In 6 months, we take his eye?
Maybe, or
We
maybe
eat it?
or maybe the fact that I just thought about that now means that we are going to do that, but we maybe weren't going to before. Or
Well, he
maybe
did
it's the
say-
opposite.
Elliot is heading for the door.
I mean, you've all.
He did
you've all
say
eaten
when
an eye
when
before,
we
right?
were in his class, he had longer, like he saw for longer, which is why he made it so that we were all in his class.
Yeah. Well, okay, so maybe we stop someone from stealing his eye for a while and then they succeed?
Or maybe we get to know him and we feel bad about stealing his eye.
Oh, wait, but it still goes dark in 6 months. It's just a little longer.
We
Well, yeah,
just
that's
have
because
to-
we get sick of him.
Oh,
Or
and
we
then
You know,
have
it
to
was
eat
that
it.
middle ground. You know, like we get to know him, we kind of like him, and then we get to know him better, and he's like a real
That makes
like
so
ass. And then
Yeah.
finally, you know. But anyways, let's go talk to him. He's like down the street. He
Let's go
lives in the
talk to him.
neighborhood.
Yeah. That sounds
As
good.
Elliot opens the door. Through here.
We're here.
Really? You're not gonna go
Yeah.
out the window?
Whoa.
No. What,
Are you
what do
sure?
I look like?
Maybe we should
Oh.
go out the window.
It's already paid off.
Okay.
Newson's like walking over to the window and then walks back. I don't know, you guys love
Aw.
going out windows, so I was just kind of trying to facilitate that, you know?
Mom
Yeah,
opens the
I-
window and jumps out.
See? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I know what my friends like.
You do, very thoughtful.
Very effective.
Thank you.
Guys,
thank
that
you.
was great. You should try that.
Okay. Newson
Okay,
goes
I'm
back to
coming.
the window and tries to go out. Is the window big enough for me to go out of?
It is.
That's the real question. Oh, let's go!
Right into a rose bush.
It's fine, I got tough hide.
All right. So you guys all head out the street, or words. Head out the street. You head out the door or the window, respectively.
The window.
Do we need to
We turn
make a
all
window?
You
our
go
doors
through
into
the wall.
windows.
You go through the
Yeah.
wall.
Like the Kool-Aid man.
There's a transition from inside to outside. Continue.
Mhm.
And as you guys head down the street until Elliot, you reach the branching path where you know Pharaoh's estate is up, and you know long before you get there what the others don't because you've been here before. That this house is way too over the top, even by Elvish standards. And as you all head up this path and you round the corner and you see this house, you see what appears to literally be a castle with a large serpentine moat full of koi fish, a drawbridge, and towers.
Wow.
And standing
Is the
on
drawbridge or
top
down?
of the wall, throwing fish food into the moat is Pharaoh, as he just waves to you all as you walk up.
That's a lot.
Wow, a
I
whole moat.
I know, right?
yearn
It's
for
so
my-
cool, isn't it?
No. I yearn for my one-bedroom studio house with lots of ferns.
Let me let you guys in! Drawbridge! As the drawbridge just begins to creak, and it goes through like 3 or 4 slow creaks, and then you hear a snap, and it just falls open.
Oh.
Wow.
And up at the top near, you see a bunch of elementals hanging from a rope.
Oh, so yes.
Wait, sorry. A bunch of elementals. Hey, what do
A
you
bunch
mean?
of like 2-foot tall earth elementals are all hanging from this rope.
like holding it.
Like they were slowly lowering the bridge, and then one of them
Gotcha.
slipped, and they all got pulled up the rope.
Oh no.
Rosie was like, is this man literally hanging elementals like
I was
nooses?
like, what? No.
That would be
Okay.
excellent.
I
No, the
understand.
elementals
I
are still like
understand.
kicking, and one or two of them have like jumped off and are crawling down the wall again.
Got it.
As
Hey, yo, Pharaoh.
yeah, yeah. What's
What
up?
am I gonna ask you?
You're gonna ask me about my eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who lives in it?
Yep.
What do you mean? Who lives in it? It's my eye.
Who lives in
Not
your?
for
Well, yeah,
long.
it's your eye. Who lives in it?
I don't know. Nothing.
Do you hear voices in your head?
No.
Give us your eye.
No. Well, no.
Newson, didn't I tell you
No,
give
already
us
that
your
I don't
eye.
get the whole audio thing? I don't hear any voices.
Yet.
Why not? So you can't
Hang
hear
on,
us
let
right
me-
now, or
Well, let me come down. Let's stop yelling up and down. Come on into the courtyard. And I'll come down off the wall.
what if we came up there?
You can come up here. You want to come up here?
I can throw
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, throw me up. Yeah,
there.
throw me
There's
up.
stairs.
Nah.
Elliot's heading for the stairs.
Lulin throws
Yusin
Elliot.
holds out an arm.
No!
Using catapult.
All right, here we go. She
Practice this.
yeah. She like takes a wide stance, you know, like
Mhm.
you gotta make sure you don't throw with your back. You're throwing with the legs.
Roll me an athletics check.
Okay. I got too much shit open with all these. There it is.
Sorry, I know there were a
Holy
lot of
shit's open.
poems. It's enough to get Nom most of the way up the wall. And Nom just grabs hold and climbs the last couple feet because he's dexterous enough that I'm not going to make him make a check for that.
All right, Elliot, arms up.
Newson, that was
Brandon?
pretty good.
Sorry, I undershot it a little bit because I didn't want to throw you over.
Yeah,
so
no, I
yeah.
preferred this route than the other
okay,
one.
cool.
You ready, pal?
As ready as I'm ever gonna be. I told you not to throw me.
Elliot,
At least now I'm elected to be thrown.
Elliot, you are heaved up the wall, and you are, as you're going through the air, you see the other side of the wall coming up before you just feel two hands just grab you and pull you down.
Thank you.
No problem. Are the rest of you guys going to throw each other? Or like, when there's 1 Minotaur left, is it like the best jump, or how does this work?
Maybe, you know,
How high
maybe
is
I'll
it?
just.
Yeah, throw Lyra.
It's about 25
Well-
feet tall.
Throw her.
I
Throw
don't
her.
know.
Throw her. Throw her.
What? Ooh.
Lulin's just gonna look at Nuzin.
Do you want it?
She's your lady.
Okay.
I don't want to be in
Decide
trouble if
whether
anything
I
bad
throw
happens.
her or not.
I mean, you did such a good throw, you know. Either way,
Okay.
I'm a little worried about undershooting it with Lyra. Nom, I know can handle the wall.
No, it's okay. I'll try. It'll be great.
Okay, all right, if you say so.
Let's go.
Roll it.
All right, another.
Elliot just sort of
athletics.
leans over. I bet you didn't see this coming.
Her making
there
it?
we go.
No, I saw it coming. As Lyra just comes right, like, skims over the top and lands like flawlessly on the top of the parapet.
Oh, wonderful. And then I think Lyra's gonna levitate Newson and Lulin up.
Let's go.
Anyways, I knew you all were coming. I set out some chairs and some mimosas for us.
Mm-hmm.
As
Oh,
he
lovely.
kind of begins leading you
You could
towards...
have set those chairs out for anyone.
Well,
That could have
Really?
just been there.
You're gonna challenge his divination?
Yes.
As Elliot leans down to Nom. But like,
Yes.
he's magic.
How do you know?
He could just have
Good
a
point.
really fancy eye.
Anyways,
as he leads you guys over, and at this point, now that you're close to him, you realize that, like, over what would be considered... This man is just wearing his, like, official school coat over what is essentially pajamas.
He must not have expected us this early.
Or he just doesn't care.
As he leads you guys over to a wooden table with 6 rocking chairs around it and 6 glasses and a, like, jug of what is probably the mimosas sitting in the middle of the table.
Elliot leans back to the group. No, the pajamas and the shirt thing, it doesn't mean anything. He wears it to class sometimes.
Yeah, but like I said, he could have just like had this set up normally. Like this could just be a normal thing that he does.
Here's how we know. Newson looks at the chairs to see if any of them are not just elf-sized.
2 of them seem fit for you and Lulin, and 1 of them is smaller than the rest.
They are appropriately sized for us, Nom. Look, that one, the ones
Yeah,
actually look...
smaller ones for Elliot. Okay.
Yeah. You know, because he's got such a narrow
Right,
ass.
because if he actually foreshadowed this, he would know that I would want a normal-sized chair. And then Nom takes one of the normal-sized chairs. Sits in it.
Elliot opens his bag of holding and just molds stone out in the shape of a chair on top of the little chair. And sits in his new stone throne.
Alright, well, seems like things are already off to a bit of a rocky start, he says, looking at Nom and Elliot.
Yeah, you didn't see that coming, did you?
No, I didn't really look into this.
What can you see coming?
Hmm?
What can you see coming?
Most things that fly at my head.
Okay, well, so could I. I mean,
Yeah, see, watch as Elliot, like, lightly tosses a rock towards Nom.
Nom catches it. Go see. Oh, what? I have wizard powers. I know that you're gonna brush your teeth at some point in the future. That's the extent of what you've told us so far. I've dealt with swindlers. Okay, and right now you seem like one.
Believe what you want to believe, Nom. I can't
See,
change
that doesn't
your mind.
help at all. You just said I'll change my mind.
No, I said I can't change your mind.
I mean, you could.
How?
Bless you.
Anything I'm going to say, you're going to say I guessed.
I mean, yeah, you're very vague. You're a very vague man.
The future's not a concrete object.
Okay, so you're saying that predestination doesn't exist.
Bingo. If you would have showed up to class on time this week, you would have known that.
I did.
You were close.
No, you
didn't
didn't.
see him.
I was
couple
late by
minutes
like
late.
a minute, maybe.
Yeah, but then you were, like, panting, and you weren't paying
Listen,
attention, and you're all sweaty.
I at least properly got dressed for class, alright, Mr. Pajama Man?
Hey, I'm tenured. I can do what I want.
Yeah, well, I'm not, and I will still do what I want.
That's fair.
I'm not, and will still do what I want. We'll get
Now, who wants a mimosa?
I'll take the picture.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't have more than one.
You should probably have a pitcher for at least 3 of us.
This wasn't supposed to be a get drunk kind of morning. These are sipping beverages.
Oh, fine. I'll
Elliot,
sip
roll
on
me
it.
history to remember to see if you remember how this man makes drinks.
This man uses only alcohol. I know that already. Also, how come I can't see Elliot's things? That's fine.
Mimosa is made with champagne and orange liqueur.
And it's very good.
Elliot, you are 95% sure that this is just prestidigitation champagne.
Oh no. Oh no. Effective. I'm surprised you didn't use water.
Why would I? You can't enjoy sipping water. Well, I guess you can. I
I
don't.
mean, I could.
Would you like a water instead?
No.
No.
I'm just saying that, like, if I was really parched, I definitely would enjoy drinking water.
That's fair.
In fact, I think you get more dehydrated if you drink not water.
Well, I haven't been parched
Yeah.
in some time. Perks of wealth is he like holds up a champagne flute and just downs it.
Lulin follows.
So do you see that probably affecting you mentally in the future, or?
Oh, not
'Cause
enough.
you're
Not
just
enough for
down
you
an
to
entire-
steal my eye.
Well,
I'm not gonna steal
I wasn't
your
gonna try
eye.
and steal your eye.
It's in your head, you dummy.
Yeah, I do have standards.
If we
So-
were gonna steal anything, it would have to be your whole head, you know? Like, we
Yeah,
can't
that's
take the
true.
eye out.
Well, I distinctly see
Well,
one
we
future
could.
where Newson decides she can't get the eye out, so she rips my entire head off.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Well,
I'm hoping.
doesn't
I'm hoping
sound
to
right.
avoid that
I
one.
don't know about that.
Well, it depends on what you do to, like, what made it escalate to that point.
Yeah. That sounds like it's your fault.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, these are important details that you're
I
leaving out.
can't exactly go through them piece by piece. If I focus on one track for too long, I'll forget the others, and then I'll forget where I am.
So you can't focus on why you got your head ripped off, but you know who did it. You
Broad
know.
strokes.
yeah, it seems like that would be very memorable, actually.
Yeah.
It's something you only come across every once in a while.
Yeah.
Here's the real question: is it me?
Really? I would've thought
or
a
is
lot
it
of people try to rip
dragging
your head
me?
off.
No, it's you. Normal you.
Okay, and that's
Oh.
another very interesting, like, specification that you know.
Yeah. That means that I had to calmly and collectedly do it.
And this also means that you can distinctively see people in these visions, which is
Only.
Well, to be fair, it's pretty easy to tell the difference between me and the dragon version of me, so...
There's a lot more sparks in
I don't know
one thing.
about calmly. Are you ever calm when you rip someone's head off?
Well, for me to not be the dragon, because the dragon happens pretty much any time I'm, like, really pissed, and most of the time I don't tear people's heads off if I'm not, like, really pissed. I don't, like... So I'm like, I must be doing it precisely for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, because you couldn't get my eye out of its socket.
Yeah, but, like, not in an angry way,
No.
you know?
No, I'd imagine not. I'd imagine there would have been much more electricity involved.
Was it like... I wonder if it's...
How do I cut your head off?
Where did you get your eye from?
Ah, so we finally gotten to the question at hand. I found
Yeah.
it.
Where?
I feel like
Where?
you glanced over mine. Mine's pretty important.
Well, you know, a lot of the professors here used to be adventurers like you. We found it in a ruin outside Stipvale about, 25 years ago? It, along with some other items, I mean the wealth I needed to buy this castle.
Newson makes just, like, pointed eye contact with, the rest of the members of the group.
Do you all need a moment to discuss?
No, you know what
No.
we would say.
Well, see, that's the weirdest thing about this
Or does
interaction, is
he?
I don't actually see much of what you say. I see a lot of you all sitting here quietly.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we do best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
don't
like
know
anyways,
what-
like
I don't
I
know
was
what you're
telling
seeing.
like I was telling your friend Newson earlier, I don't get sounds. It's an eye, not an ear.
Right.
You could also have an ear. That's a possibility.
What if there's an ear?
Let's go find the ear. How much would you pay for the ear?
I don't want to know any more of the future than I already do.
Then,
So then why do
give
you
us
still
the
need
eye.
the eye?
Yeah, then you should just give us the eye.
I mean, it seems pretty
How'd you
self-explanatory.
get it in there in the first place?
I attuned to it.
Did
What
you
if I
have?
attuned
Did
to
you
your
lack
eye?
an eye when you attuned to it, or
I
did it
did
eat it?
actually.
Oh, okay. So you'd like lost one when you were adventuring.
Yes.
Got it.
I actually lost it in the same dungeon we found the eye in.
Oh, that's very convenient.
Yes, fell on our bard's sword.
Oh,
He was not
That's
a
not
smart
very-
man.
yeah.
And I was not a good divination wizard.
So the eye is the only thing that makes you competent enough to be a divination professor?
More or less.
Man, that's rough. I guess we're gonna have to put you out of work. Hey, we make up a majority of your class, so we can just pretend like you're a good professor and you can get tenure.
Yes, well,
Yeah,
if you
don't you
take...
already have tenure?
Already
Yes,
have
then you're
tenure.
fine. Literally nothing could dislodge you from that.
I don't actually know what that word means. I've just heard a lot of the professors say tenure, so I said it.
It means I can't be fired.
That's great.
Oh.
well,
Then you can definitely
that's
give us
not
the
what
eye.
that
They can't fire you either way.
Yes, except you
Lyra,
are
then you
missing the
told me
part
the
where I
wrong
am
definition.
giving you all one of my eyes.
We could probably find another
What did I
eye
tell
for you.
Not that would work.
Sure, that would work.
Why do you want my eye?
Look,
Because it talks to you, and
No,
we need
it
to know what it's
doesn't.
saying.
It does not
it
talk
has
to
the
me.
potential to talk to you, and we need it to
Maybe
not.
it doesn't want to talk to you. Maybe you're not cool enough.
Can I talk to it?
Yeah, what happened? Has anyone else ever touched it?
I mean, we
Ew.
passed it around before deciding that I was the one who probably most deserved it.
Has anyone else ever touched it since it was in your face?
I don't typically
Hold up,
let people touch my eyes.
You earned the eye by falling onto a sword of an ally?
I earned the eye because I needed one, and it was the least valuable thing in the dungeon.
Ah.
That seems real backwards.
Yes,
Joke's
well, we
on
didn't
them.
know what it could do when we put it in my face. It's
Like
just...
a big risk, to be honest.
Yes, well, I was down an eye and not exactly thinking clearly. I'd hit my head several times.
Let me
Yeah.
guess. On the bard?
No. Mostly,
Oh.
well, as you can see, I'm a human. I have human eyes, mostly on doorways, low-hanging overhangs. Dungeons are dark. I don't know. I know you're a half-elf, so you might not have experienced that like some of us do.
I've
Yeah.
never had
Dungeons
that
are
problem.
dark.
Imagine not being able to see in the dark and being mine or Lulin's height.
I can't even imagine. That sounds horrible.
It sucks.
Wait.
It's,
We have thick
Hold up.
skulls for a reason.
You guys can't all see in the dark, or
No.
No. Well, I can now.
Wait, so,
oh,
so
I
when I
still
was showing
can.
you my room, you guys couldn't really see it?
No.
not at all.
It was like
Oh my
very. I
God.
just assumed it was like that
Uh.
because you were wanting to brood more, you know?
Yeah.
No, I'm not about brooding.
Oh.
I could just see.
if it makes
Sorry,
you feel
Nom, I'll show you my
better.
room later.
I was
I
about
know
to
you
say,
weren't
wait,
there.
what are you talking about?
Elliot
doesn't
built an
matter.
underground mansion.
What the,
Yeah.
what the
Anyway,
fuck, dude?
I would like your permission to try to speak to your eye, if that's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna just like touch it.
Well, I don't think we gotta touch. Well, I want to see if I don't have to touch it, because that seems kind of gross.
And how do you propose doing that, Mr. Dream Shadow? I'm assuming you have a theory laid out that you're ready to test the hypothesis of.
Yes. So my theory is that it's sort of also kind of person-like, and you know, with a lot of people, I can sort of look into their eyes and speak to them. So I'm hoping I can just speak to your eye on its own.
All right then.
All right,
Um,
let's go.
maybe
Lyra's
one of
focusing
us-
intently on the. Wait, do I know which eye it is?
Yes, one of them is very clearly bright blue, and the other one is very clearly, like his left eye looks like cobalt, like the entire eye.
Okay.
It doesn't
yeah,
have
okay, so
it
that
doesn't
one-
really have an iris.
Yeah. Okay, that one I'm looking very, very
Wait.
intensely at, and I'm saying, "Hello, eye. Hello, hello."
Should one of us like come
I
into
feel
your
like
head?
yeah, I feel like one
protect
of us
you or
should be in
something?
her head.
Do you want to
Yeah.
come with me? Okay, I'll pull.
Yeah.
I'll pull Newson and Elliot in. Or actually, I'll just pull everybody in. Why not? Sure thing. Come on in, everybody.
We all just go catatonic.
Lyra, how are you going to look into his eyes if
Is
your
it
body's
saying-
catatonic? You've
Oh,
never
sorry,
tried to
never
use these
mind.
powers at the same time before.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no. Yes, I have. With Sumter, we were looking at
He put his hand on you and you pulled him into your mind. Didn't you put a hand on Elrond? Or did you jump to his mind?
Oh, I guess I don't remember.
I don't think you made
Those-
eye contact with him to do it. I've been thinking of
Okay.
those as two separate powers. You can either pull people into your
Gotcha.
mind or you can look them in the eye and talk to them.
Okay, I think I should.
Okay,
touch
I don't
the
want
eye
to touch.
then.
I don't want to touch his eye. Let's try this first. Kick
No,
everyone
I
out
think I
again.
should.
Wait, can we wait? No, like,
I want to touch his eye.
first. Yeah, wait, you want
You
to
and me,
or don't
Nom.
want to?
You and me, Nom.
Yeah, let's go touch his eye.
Wait,
I was
wait,
cursed
let me
like
just try
literally
this
today,
first.
so I mean, like, it'll be fine if something bad happens.
Wait, no, just let me try this first, and Lyra's gonna look intensely at the eye.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, hello, sir, or ma'am. Or any other pronoun thing you want. Hello. I'm trying to speak to an eye right
What a progressive encounter.
Sir's fine, Mr. Shadow.
Wait, what is
Sir, you hear Pharaoh's voice. Sir's fine, Mr. Shadow.
Ah, fuck. Wait, is that the eye or is that you, Pharaoh?
That's me.
Ah, fuck. Okay, it's your eye,
Yes.
I guess.
Glad we've circled back to where I already was.
Okay. Alright, you guys can touch it again.
No. There will be no touching of my eye.
Can I try using my magic awareness
You can.
on the eye? Okay.
What if we cut your head off and then touch the eye?
We'll get there. We'll get there if it becomes a real issue. Let me ping that.
Importantly, PT, is the eye poem out of the old book? Like it's
It is
hundreds
out
years
of the old book.
Okay. Just want to make sure Pharaoh isn't the artifact.
You know what? That's a fair risk assessment with everything I've done to you guys in this campaign. That's a fair question. Okay, so Newzen. You see a bunch of elemental magic all over the castle, within 60 feet of you. But you can, if you're kind of like looking at it to see what it is, you can see that it's quite literally elementals.
Yeah.
When you look at...
I'd definitely be more focused on the eye. Like, I know what I'm looking for.
So
or,
when
like,
you
I'm just
look...
trying to get an essence.
When you look at Pharaoh's eye, it is very clearly glowing with the color of divination magic.
There's nothing else, no, like, green or anything.
Roll me Arcana.
I'm so good at that!
Then do good.
Oh, I did so good.
No, it looks like it's pure divination magic.
A fat 7.
You do notice, though, that he has several things beneath his jacket that all have evocation on them.
I feel like it would be something to the effect of, like, Newsom would be, like, looking at the eye, and then, like, when she didn't see anything interesting, she'd kind of, like, look down at the jacket. It's like... Well...
Can you see the shapes, or how exactly...
I know the location of any spell or magical item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. When I sense a spell, I learn which school of
Okay,
magic
so
it
you'd
belongs
just
to,
be able to
so-
tell there's evocation coming from under his jacket.
Yeah. So, what's up with your pajamas?
Oh. No, those are inside pockets on my jacket.
Oh, I thought you had magical pajamas.
No, I do have magical playing cards.
In your jacket?
Of course. Where else would I keep them?
What kind?
They do all sorts of things.
Can
Like
I pull
what?
one?
Sure.
Nom pulls a card.
The card you are looking at is a 3 of hearts.
What's it do?
What happens?
May I? As he holds a hand out to you, Nom.
Maybe a description. You can't just make me. Oh, do you want the card?
I would like the card, yes.
Oh, yeah, sure. I thought you were like trying to hold my hand.
He takes the card and he holds it up, and then he flicks it off the wall towards the mountainside, and when it hits the wall, it explodes into 3 fireballs.
Oh.
Damn.
Well, that's not what I
That was
thought
not
it
what I was expecting at all.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, well, it took quite a bit of preparatory work and learning quite a few delayed spells, but I was able to make the deck something I'm quite proud of now. But who knows?
Do you have another set of magic cards?
I do not. This is the only one I have, and if you take it, I will
Probably
know.
for the best.
No, I wasn't gonna take it. They're not shiny, and they probably aren't worth much. But I was. Never mind. It's fine. You don't have another one. It's whatever.
No, with time I can. With time and money, I could make you one though.
I mean, maybe that could be arranged.
But that all comes down to the question: do
right?
I have time and do you all have money?
Well, I'm working a lot of jobs now, so I might someday.
I'm more worried about the first one.
Oh, okay. Well, not if we cut your head off at the end of this discussion.
That's what I'm still worried about.
We really could just get your eye without cutting your head off. I'm really not trying to kill you.
Guys, we're not taking the eye, are we?
Isn't that the point?
No.
I thought
What is the point?
I thought this was dangerous if we didn't. It's clearly what we're looking for.
And that is...
Yeah, but it's also in his skull.
Yeah, but he said he's a bad wizard if he doesn't have that.
But also there's, a bunch of other ones.
You ever seen a future where anybody else comes for you?
Yes.
Or asks you about your eye? These similar questions?
Nobody's asked me similar questions. But
have you ever seen a future where you fall down an infinite flight of stairs?
No, I can't say I have.
Okay, so they're not dreams, probably. Because I have had that before.
Oh my god. And the dream where your teeth are falling out constantly?
I've never had that one.
You've never had that one?
No, I've never had that one.
Perhaps you all
Some
should
more
seek
anxiety
help.
than you.
I get.
Look, I'm already in therapy, and it doesn't work, so...
Well, the problem is the therapist. We need to find a therapist that works for us, And I'm working on
I don't think one exists. Anyways, y'all screaming about your teeth falling out. Unbelievable.
They just keep falling. There's
Just
another
keep
one under
falling?
the next one. Yeah.
Man, y'all have weird dreams. I just dream about, going through the world, finding some, cool fields, running wild. Classic dream stuff.
That seems
Sounds like you're
very
dreaming about being a dog.
No.
Are you?
No. I'm
sure
you ever
I'm
have
I'm a
fleas?
half-elf, you dummy.
Never have fleas.
Look, people can have fleas. You got hair?
Yeah, maybe, frickin' minotaurs.
No. Do you see
Whoa,
how
that's
long
a
your
little
hair is?
uncomfortable.
Pharaoh...
Flicks your ponytail.
Pharaoh picks up his chair and scoots it away from Elliot a little bit.
Do you see a future where you get fleas from Elliot?
Not today, but I see futures where he has fleas. Or a rash. I can't really tell. He's yelling something and itching intently.
Ooh, good to know. We should
have
get you
ever-
vaccinated
Out for that.
for chicken.
I see a
Have you
future
ever-
where
I'm
you
vaccinated.
get a rash at some point too. On your ass.
Wow, that's really specific.
Nob sneaks into his castle.
But
puts
also,
itching
it might
powder
not be a
in his
future
bed.
because I also see a future where you don't get that rat. You see what I mean here? I understanding.
Whether or not you believe your future is mine to tell is your business, not mine. Whether or not you believe what I tell
Okay.
you is also your business.
No, but what I'm saying is you could tell us something that you think is true, and for all we know, you could be telling the truth and you do have these powers, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, that could also just straight up not happen ever.
Yes, and by telling you a future, I could compromise its integrity. Things behave differently when observed, you see.
Like the cat.
I guess, but also, what if the future that you're telling us about happens because you tell us about the future? Like, there's this whole, like, this doesn't make sense.
No, Nom, that is inherently the nature of magic.
Yeah, but, like, if I cast Fireball and it does a Fireball, like, that makes sense.
Yes, and what if you are one of the people in the world who can change the elemental nature of that fireball to something else?
Then
What if you are one of the people in the world
intend
who
to
could
do when
copy
they
it?
do it, then that makes sense.
Look, we're on topic. Have you has anybody in your visions and or in real life with bright, unnaturally glowing green eyes ever approached you and asked you about your eye?
Yes.
That's true, they might do that.
Yes, they have.
Yes? Someone
sorry,
with
say
bright, unnaturally glowing green eyes. When?
About 2 weeks ago.
Who?
I don't know. Some commoner, I suppose? They're buried by the back tree if you want to go dig them up.
Oh, like they tried to take the eye.
Correct.
Okay. Yep. So alright. Well, that's probably gonna happen more.
Yes, well,
And you-
it's not the first time in 50 years it's happened.
How often has it happened?
Oh, every once in a while an event. Well, not the green eyes part, but every once in a while somebody gets it through their head that I must be an easy mark. Somebody who believes that I'm just making everything up and I'm just sitting in this castle with loads of money unattended.
I mean,
Well,
I don't really give a shit about your money, but I do think you're making it up still.
The glowing green eyes is the important part.
Yeah, gotta say.
Well, I'll be on the lookout for it.
Well, okay, do we feel accomplished here? I don't know.
No.
Good enough.
Anyways,
I'm
why
tired.
the sudden interest?
Oh, you
we have a
know,
little
just
poem
like
about it.
Oh?
Yeah, can
Yeah,
you
do you
tell
wanna
us
hear
what
it?
the answers are?
Sure, what is the poem about me?
All right. So let me find the Sears. Okay, so it's called the Sears Dilemma.
It's the old stick bill rhyme.
Yeah. Wait, I wanted to perform it.
No, you can. I would never
Oh, okay,
take
okay.
that away from you.
Okay. Mira, seer with visions clear, gained a dark eye full of fear, a future bleak and full of woe. Her heart grew heavy, her spirit low. A healer saw her anguish deep, cleansed her of the vision's sweep. The dark eye shattered, destroyed at last. Mira's future no longer cast. In Stipvale, children learn the future's path will twist and turn. Embrace the present, seek the light, and trust their hearts to guide them right.
And that made you want
I thought
to
it was
take
cute.
my eye?
Oh, well.
Yeah,
a little bit.
because look, if your fate is sealed, when you have the eye, if we take the eye, you're less likely to die.
I was also thinking that since you said your vision went dark, maybe that meant that we did take the eye. And so then I was kind of thinking maybe we should because we did in your vision.
What? just ignore her. She
can-
once again.
I can
No,
not
I
follow
like that
practical.
idea. That was a good idea.
I can follow a limited line of logic there.
Yeah.
But I also saw nothing bad happening before the event. Which means there's no reason to take my eye up until the moment at hand. Should that be the case?
Yeah, that's
Wouldn't
true,
that be
that's
too late?
Well, I don't know.
If what she's envisioning,
yeah.
if Lyra is correct and what I'm seeing is you taking my eye, then perhaps it happens at the exact time it should.
But what
Okay.
if what you're seeing is your own demise?
If I spent my entire life dodging death, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Yeah, but if we took it without killing you now, then maybe I wouldn't have to rip your head off later.
Or maybe I'd be
You know?
incapable of stopping the next person who came to ask me about it.
But you wouldn't have it, so...
And you think they would stop there?
Probably. No,
they'd probably
they
come
would
after
want-
us.
If I told them where you were.
I don't.
Then do that.
I will not make my problems the problems of my students. Except for
we
you
stole
all
your
being
eye-
in
aren't
my
your
They're
class.
already our problems.
We
but-
stole your eye.
No, we will still try in the future.
We're gonna
tense.
steal it either way at some point.
And
I
there's
guess
a
if
chance
we-
that this event is not you stealing my eye.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I'm with
And
Lyle.
then I
think we
die-
already
and then
stole
I
your
die.
eye, so
Well,
you should just
And then
give
I
it
die
away.
Well,
for
hold
nothing.
on. If we do steal his eye, then what do we like? What is the goal of this little item listing that we have? Like, will that save the world? Like, what is the end
don't
goal
know.
here?
Well,
It stops. It stops the. I think
Where
so.
where did we
need,
get this book of poems?
Well,
Hold on.
Voldemort gave it to us. How much of this? Hold
Why
on. I
is
think we need to
Voldemort
be
involved in
quiet
stealing
for a
my
minute.
I think
eye?
we might need a huddle.
Yeah. Everybody, scoot your rocking chairs together.
I'm
I'm sorry about
And-
being so aggressive about your eye.
I'm going
I honestly
to-
don't really
I-
even know what's going on right now.
I am going to go refill the mimosas as he stands
I see
up
what
and
you
like
did there.
grabs the urn or like the
That sounds
jug
good.
and just walks off down the parapet.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
He said,
So,
"I
anyways,
will
in Lyra's
die."
mind,
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
just
as you
pulling
all
ready
just
to play it.
suddenly go catatonic.
Well,
Well,
okay,
the
what are
point-
we thinking, team?
The point of having the objects is to stop Spectra from being able to. Essentially, what we were told is that because Spectra was brought here by Velkin, and Velkin realized he couldn't control its power, so he figured out how to lock bits and pieces of it away in different objects, like the souls
wait,
of
is Spectra the thing Velkin brought? I thought
I think-
the thing Velkin brought was
So we have to get all
Different.
of these items.
I thought it
because
was
this
Spectra.
he was scared of Velkin. Spectra is scared of Velkin.
Yeah,
And
because he
Velkin's
broke
darkness.
because he's been tearing pieces of it apart and putting it in items for years, centuries, eons. I don't know.
So then, are we trying to rebuild Spectra? Like,
He
I thought-
said that,
No,
he said the darkness that came off of Velkin. Is this unreal?
There are two dark inhabiting beings. One is
Uh-huh.
Spectra. One is what Velkin inhabited. What inhabited Velkin, which was not Spectra. It was
which one is the green guy again?
That's Spectra.
Spectra.
That's what I thought. Okay.
The
So
other
these
one is
items
the,
are
is
supposed
the
to
thing
kill.
that whatchamacallit vanished.
Why do we
Right?
always have to clean up like
I have no idea.
messes
Honestly,
that
no
happened
idea.
500 years ago? Well, I feel like there's people that are probably more fit to do this.
Well, either way,
What-
whatever he broke up into a bunch of little pieces, people are looking for those items, and the idea is that we need to collect them to stop them from releasing whatever has been collected in those items. Because if that thing gets all its bits back, it's going to be even more powerful than it was.
So
when-
then why would this not be better to just keep them all separated?
Because they're unprotected right now, so anybody could go get them.
But if we bring them all into one place, then I'm pretty sure we'll just fucking die, because they'll send 1 million people after us. If Spectra knows at all where we are, and Spectra can connect the dots that we're hiding everything in one spot, we're dead, because Spectra's already controlling, what, like hundreds of people?
True. I think it was more about collecting power. These are all powerful objects. And with the power, we could remake
Well, I'm
locks.
not
I think was the
taking my
idea.
eye out. If we get that eye, I'm not taking that. Who's taking that?
Oh, I don't really want it.
From outside Lyra's mind, you hear 5 glasses being refilled. And then you just hear, "Damn, not enough for me," and you hear footsteps walking off down the parapet again.
Wait, guys.
If we
Everyone
try
go chug their mimosas.
Yeah. That's my thought too. Okay, let's go. Break time.
Everybody comes out, chugs a mimosa, and goes back in.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like dumps it over to the side. And
Okay. Okay, what were we talking about? Sorry. Also, I think that in Lyra's head it goes a little like, a little shaky for a second, and then like, ooh.
We were talking about why we weren't going to take this guy's eye. I think Nom's right. I think we just move on.
Yeah, I think we should leave him with. It's good to know it's here.
Right.
But
I don't like the idea of bringing everything together that this monster wants all of.
But we physically need at least one of them in order to research it so we can try and figure out... So the idea was that if we can figure out how Velkin trapped little pieces of it by researching, like, one of the physical items, that we might be able to trap the whole thing. Like, do a full lock for this, whatever it is. Blackness. But we can't do that without the actual object study.
Wait, who gave you guys this book again?
Eldamar. One of the your great grandpappy.
Yeah, something like that.
That's true.
Okay,
That's true.
so I don't trust him anymore, but sure.
Yeah.
Me or the other dude?
No, not you. It's Aldemar.
Okay, cool.
Well, I mean, he did tell us never to come near him again, and then he just showed up at our house, so it was weird, but...
Okay, yeah, listen, I might not be the smartest in the room, but this is screaming so many red flags for me right now.
Yeah, it's not
No,
good.
I agree. Let's just,
what if we just don't do it?
I agree.
I think
honestly,
we should
let's not.
chug more mimosas.
You hear footsteps coming back up the parapet.
Nom like is like, Lyra, can I just leave real quick?
Yeah. I'll kick you out.
Oh, hey man, we drank all of ours already. Could you go get us some more?
So he looks at you and smiles, Nom, as he sets down a champagne flute full of a clear liquid in front of you, and then fills the other 4 glasses in his own before sitting down at the table.
Oh, well.
That was pretty useful. Okay, I'm gonna kick everyone out. Actually, we're done talking here.
Anyways, so we've decided not to steal your eye.
Oh, wonderful.
Yet.
I mean, I've just decided that this list is kind of bogus.
Yes,
Yeah, I
what
agree.
list?
It's not really a list. It's kind of a bunch of poems.
It's a bunch
but
of
like, it
poems.
really is a list. Like it. I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like, if you really wanted us to go find these things, why didn't you just tell us what the items were?
Because he doesn't know.
I don't want you to find anything. I could care less as long as you're not taking my eye out of my skull.
Well, then, can you help us figure out these other poems or something?
Sure.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll start. Do you want me to read another one? I can pick out another one here.
What do you guys do? I thought we just weren't doing the poem thing. What do we need him to decrypt poems if
they're
we're not
just
doing the poems?
Well,
Let's do Melody
Elliot,
of the
we're not
Forest.
gonna
That's
do
one of
them,
my
but
favorites.
like, I kind of want more information on what these items are, so I can better be like, okay, this is not a good idea. You know what I mean?
Okay. Deep within the emerald wood, a song was sung as well it should, a melody of life and grace that echoed through the forest's face. The wind, the leaves, the birds above, joined together a chorus of love. The babbling brooks and rustling trees, a symphony of nature's ease. This tale, a song for all to hear, a story of the music clear, that fills our hearts and souls with cheer. a celebration of life so deep. That one's nice.
That one's just a nursery rhyme. Did your parents never sing that to you as a kid?
No.
Lyra, your parents never sang you any nursery rhymes. You went to bed to the sound of them arguing over arithmetic.
Yeah, you see, I had an abacus, and often they would.
You were one of that kind of
about...
rich.
Yeah. What
no,
does that
that's
mean?
just a nursery rhyme.
Ah, okay.
An
Yeah,
old
but it's
one,
like a
an
good
old one to
nursery
be
rhyme,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
He
Should
called
I read a
himself
different
old.
one?
How about the Brave Knight's Fall?
Okay. I'll read that one. Sir Eldrick, protector of Stipvale, found a sword as black as night's veil. Its power surged, a curse unveiled. The knight's heart turned cold and paled. A wise elder saw the change, urged the knight to break the chains. He buried the sword within the wood, and peace returned as well it should. In Stipvale, the tale unfolds of power's temptation and hearts grown cold. A hero's strength is more than might, but courage, love, and inner light. You know, lots of these are from Stipvale. Is this? Do we know that this book was specifically from Stipvale?
So
or is it just...
it's not exactly a book. He compiled a bunch of super old children's tales, translated them, and gave them to you.
Gotcha.
So Pharaoh kind of sits there. He goes, "Oh, that sounds like the Inkblade."
What's that?
So when we went into the dungeon, one of the items, well, we found a couple of magic items, including my eye, but there were three of us. It was me, the bard, and our friend who was a knight. But that sounds like the Inkblade. Rhineland took that one with him. I think he passed, but he might have given it to one of his sons.
What are his
Where
sons'
would we
names?
find them?
Rowan Avery.
Ro.
Oh, we know him, don't we?
They have it.
Oh.
What does the Inkblade do?
Well, from the limited use we've had, Rhineland tried not to draw it much, but we all retired shortly after. But he said that when he did draw it, it could cut through anything. And he did appear to mean anything.
Yeah, when
But
he
he said
fast.
he did say that every time he made a cut with it, it made him want to cut more. I believe he stopped drawing it.
Yeah, all of these things sound very evil so far.
Yeah, they sound kind of evil.
Yeah, because they've got evil imbued in them.
So then again, Nuzin, why are we trying to bring all of these together in one place? I don't...
The other thing we found was the Gloom Lantern.
Oh, that's
It was a lantern that seemed to draw light into it and hold it there.
Wow, that's
I
fun.
think
Who
that
got that
was,
one? The Bard?
No, we sold that one. We couldn't figure out any practical use for it.
I don't know, it seems great for, like,
Not for me.
Why not?
Elliot, we would never need something like that ever.
What?
Well, I mean, I guess, unless we wanted to make a room dark.
Yeah. For, what do you do in the dark?
See.
brood.
No.
Sleep?
There you
Well,
go.
Oh.
Oh.
If you want an anywhere
Smiles.
brooding room, if you want a brooding room anywhere, bring your lantern.
That's true. That's true.
So,
Yeah, but how does that
so do we
help
think
us?
Do we think that relates to the Sand Whisperer's lament?
No, it's definitely the Moonflower's embrace.
Oh.
Wandered in the night, found a lantern of shadow's light.
Oh, yep, there we go.
That's the one.
That's the one.
So anyways, who'd you sell that one to? Rich collector? My uncle?
No, we sold it to some gnome in Stipvale.
Mhm.
Don't know why he wanted it.
What?
It's Rayan accent, though.
Fair enough. Anyway, so guess that means we're moving on then, folks.
Well, are you going?
Yeah,
Are you going to
let's move
finish
on.
your mimosas? I mean,
Oh, yes.
going to just question a man and not even stay for a nice chat afterwards.
I feel like we had a good conversation.
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
I felt
we just
mostly
had your
threatened
chat.
the entire time. No, a good chat, Elliot. How's your brother doing? Did you all enjoy the first week of classes?
Good and yes.
I was late to my
You
first
used to be a
one,
you
so
used
I
to
was
be a
sort of-
much better conversationalist.
I hate small talk, and gets up and leaves.
Well, to be quite honest, I don't know how my brother's doing. He won't return any of my messages. And two, it's the first week of classes. Nothing interesting has happened. Nothing interesting ever happens the first week of classes.
That's not true. There are very few first
Just
weeks
a
of
little-
classes where a group of students come and threaten to steal my eye from me.
When do they usually do that?
Oh, about the third week of school when they're tired of me seeing them cheat on tests.
There you go.
By
Just
the
a
way, you
little
all
ahead.
were paying attention during syllabus week. You are aware that your first test is at the end of next week?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I knew that, and I'm actually
I
feeling
wrote that
really
down.
stressed. That seems really soon.
That is not soon. He's barely gone over anything. It's fine.
That's fine. It's one of the easiest practicals we have. If you need to...
Okay. I'm just not so good at the practicals. I don't know. It's okay though.
Well, Elliot's taken the class before. I'm sure he can give you some of the secrets to it. Of course, once the professor is out of earshot.
Right? Okay. That's kind of sounds like cheating though, and I don't like to do that.
Well, it's not.
What?
It's not
It's not
cheating if you know how to
cheating.
study for the exam.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Okay. Well, thank you for the heads up.
But,
I
how
will
about
get
this?
on that.
When we get
Yeah.
home, I'll help you study.
Okay. I'm so excited. Wait, we should also get little study snacks and then, make a little study nest.
Well,
Sure.
it is a more active studying, I would say.
Oh.
But you all
We can
have
adapt the study nest.
you all have a wonderful rest of your day. If I see anybody else with green eyes, should I let you know?
Yes.
Yes.
Be
Yeah.
careful.
After
Would
you
you
kill
like
them.
Would you like them
No,
brought
not
to,
after
No.
you kill them.
I was about to ask if you would like them brought to you whole or cremated.
Whole
Also,
would
do
be
you want
ideal.
do you want the body behind? Do you want the body under the tree?
How long has it been there?
About 2 weeks.
I don't know.
I don't think it'll be. It's not much good to us once they're
Well-
dead.
Did he have anything on him?
Not that wasn't off of him when the fireball was done.
What? Was it just like a human
Seemed to be.
dude? Okay.
He just walked up to me in
Remind me
commoner
of the
clothes.
body under the tree.
A green-eyed person came and tried to take his eye, and
of
he
course.
killed them.
Yes, if we could keep that between us, by the way.
Yeah. We won't
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
a
don't worry.
soul. No worries.
Yes.
No worries.
Don't tell Brennan
Okay.
either.
I'll keep it in my
He's
back
the last
pocket.
person I would tell.
Yes, but he
Ugh.
wasn't covered by the telling someone with a soul thing.
Oh. I get him. Anyway,
Anyways, you kids want some drugs?
What?
yes.
For later.
I mean, classes are over
Right,
for the
not
week.
for
I
now.
have some blur. Do you guys have any experience with that?
Is that what we fed the dragon?
Yes, too much experience, I would say.
Yeah, that one actually we have kind of bad memories associated with. It's
Oh.
kind of a bad trip.
Didn't know your dosage.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't know how it
You
would
happen to,
affect certain
well, here's my
things.
question. What's the appropriate dosage for a small dragon?
Oh, you should never
Yes.
give anything draconic blur. Their bodies process it too fast. It has none of the negatives.
Wait a minute. I
There
do
you go.
want it.
Yes, well now I'm afraid to give it to you, Mrs. Worldwalker.
Use it unless it's really necessary, okay?
We'll see how you do on this week's exam.
Hand it over.
You
I'm not
offered
doing-
to
I'm
sell
not
us
going-
drugs, and I said yes. Look,
Yes, but nothing would really bring the soulless one down on me like you going on a draconic rampage in a drug-induced haze.
I wouldn't take them unless I needed to do unparalleled dragon things, okay?
Yeah, just if
I'm not
I
gonna
will
take them
give you-
recreationally.
I
I'm gonna
will
use
give
them
you
to
one
not die.
dose.
Okay. It just holds out a hand.
He just pulls a baggie from out of his pocket and drops it in your hand.
Great. Thanks.
Everything more natural.
Thank you.
What are you thinking?
What do you have?
Well, I do have several different varieties of mushrooms from the myconoids. There's still a variety I'm trying to get my hands on that lets you connect with the minds of the people around you, but I haven't been able to find any on the market yet.
I
Yeah,
have that.
I'm just gonna pause right here. Full disclaimer, chat: do not do fucking drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs, chat.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
And
So
if you
anyways,
Unless
these
you're a dragon
hallucinogenics.
and you
remember, chat, the first time the party did drugs, they TPK'd.
We did.
We did.
We
One
were
of us
really
did
teaching the
drugs.
kids a lesson.
One of us did drugs, and they killed us all.
Actually,
Hey.
the first time the party TPK'd was because they didn't have Nom.
No,
So
it's
moral of
Yeah.
the story is don't do drugs unless you have Nom.
Nom is the best babysitter when you're going on a trip.
Anyways, he pulls out a couple different mushrooms from under his jacket.
Cool.
So,
How much?
how much would you pay for the Mind Swarm shrooms?
Do you have some?
I have,
Yeah.
well, technically I have the spores, so you could kind of grow an unlimited amount of them with the spores. So.
Oh, interesting. Miss Worldwalker,
Yeah.
are you interested in a business venture?
You know?
I happen
very
to
broke.
have some wonderful caretakers. He says as you watch like a water elemental like come up the wall, jump over his shoulder, and just into the empty glass he has.
Oh.
He just hangs out in the glass.
Yeah, this thing is just hanging out in the glass. I have the
News
most
of, like-
wonderful caretakers in a fantastic greenhouse.
Well, I don't really see a downside. Newsom pulls out one of the jars.
Fantastic. I'll give you 200 gold up front for it. He says as he reaches into another pocket and pulls out a script, writes on it, and stamps it. And then we'll
More
split profit.
paper.
We'll split profits 50-50 on all sales.
Sounds good to me.
Fantastic. With how much money we're about to make, Mr. Bold Speaker, you can have those for free.
Noted.
Oh, you know what? I also have these, and Newsom reaches into her bag and pulls out some of the glowing mushrooms from under Stip Veil. I don't know if you can do anything with these. I don't know what they do, but I
Oh,
picked them
dear.
up a while ago.
Do not ingest those. Those are highly toxic.
Oh, I didn't plan to eat them, but good to know I could poison someone with them. She puts them back in the bag.
Yes, you could also, if you went through the right alchemical process, they could become a solution for steel rot as well.
What's that?
When your equipment is damaged by a rust monster, sometimes it has a chance to pass a bacterial disease called steel rot onto your weapons and armor.
Oh.
They'll continue to break down until the proper solutions are used, which those mushrooms are a key ingredient of. Professor Malum would be able to tell you more about that. You should ask him in therapy.
I don't want him to know what I have. He'll take it away.
Well, as long as you don't have it on campus during classes, he has no legal grounding to.
Oh. So, should we grow more of this, or I should just keep these as they are?
Well, I mean, I could actually grow more of that as well. We could just add it to the business venture.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I've had these for a long time.
Fantastic. As he takes them and, like, tucks them away into his jacket with everything else. Now, I believe you all have an airship to catch?
Oh yeah, we do.
Tomorrow
We
at
do.
noon.
What time is
But we
it?
should probably go home and pack.
Well, I believe,
Yeah.
I believe that was the latest the ship is leaving. He says as he kind of stands up, and he goes, oh, as you just watch an air elemental lower a bag down onto the parapet next to him. Oh, anyways, I'm going to go catch my flight.
Are you coming? Wait, where are you going?
To push Varens, of course. I'm a friend of Breton's parents.
Oh, we're
You
all
know-
going.
His father is the bard. He might be able to tell you who we sold the lantern to.
Oh.
Well, okay, that's good
Oh,
to know.
That's really convenient.
So you didn't feel the need to tell us this 20 minutes ago?
No.
Well, he thought we were going to take his eye forcibly, so he probably didn't want to tell us where his friend with the other magical objects were.
Yes, I only told you about Rhineland because he's already dead.
Yeah, well, too bad for you, we know his sons, so,
Well, I suppose too bad for them if they don't go along with this plan of yours.
yeah.
The plan? Anyways, to the
Yes,
airship.
we have so many plans, Elliot.
Well,
This
just
is really well
I
thought
guess
out.
remind them to me later then.
Yeah.
All right, well, you all have a wonderful rest of your day then. I suppose if I see you on the ship, I see you on the ship. If not, I'll see you on the next one.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
All right. Well, I will see you at the beach. Less than likely, actually. I'll most likely be in the bar. You'll see somebody at the beach, I'm sure.
Probably. I mean, the likelihood of someone being on the beach is pretty high.
And
If
as
there was absolutely no one on the beach, I would be concerned.
he, like, turns and walks away, and as he walks away, you just see, like, a crystalline after image just standing there. And that's where we'll end the session.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty. Thank you to everybody who came out to watch us tonight. Thank you to our players. No, I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad it worked out so you could join us tonight.
Yeah.
But
So much more casual this time.
But chat, there are big things coming on Monday.
Oh,
Big
shit?
things. You think we're just getting a beach overlay? No, 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 no. Coming on Monday, we have new overlays, new commands, new channel point redemptions.
Let's
We're
go.
revamping
Go.
this whole bitch. The
Not
whole
me. I'm
tour.
staying the same.
We finally had enough money to afford to rent a real tour bus.
Yeah!
And it's the beach episode, which I'm sure will be fun. But
Episode 69,
Soon,
baby!
you will be able to make things appear in this portal. You'll be able to do things in game, like control the weather.
The weather.
Mm-hmm. And there will be an alternative way for the players to open the music box safely.
So we don't have to
Go.
fight some bitches every time we want a magical item.
Yep. But thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you to our players. We have Elliot Burning Oak, played by
It's me, Isaac.
Caramel macchiato.
Caramel
Man.
macchiato.
Thanks, Sky, for derailing me. I'm very insulted.
Good.
And
You
my favorite part of this here session was Elliot teaching Lyra how to answer the door.
That's pretty
And
good.
then
I'm for sure gonna draw that later.
phenomenal. I'll make it appear in the portal. And then we have
Love.
Lyra Dream Shadow, played by
Hello, I am Rosie, one Rosie CS on the intranet, and my favorite part of today was, I don't know, a lot of it was pretty fun. I liked the goofiness of the day. I really enjoyed the morning scene when Lyra and Nuzit got up, and Lyra's just like, immediately we have to do homework as soon as we wake up. I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we have Nom Dream Shadow, played by.
Me, Gentleman Ferret.
No, you just end it there. Just a long sniff. Isaac is caramel macchiato. Ferret is a long sniff.
I'm just.
Are you wafting?
I can smell you.
Oh.
What did the guy
What's your
say in that
favorite-
Nancy
oh.
Drew game?
Oh my god,
Girth.
that's
The one
Girth.
that talked about girth all the
Talking
time.
about girth all the time.
Oh, I miss checking my
Better
girth.
check your girth.
That was my favorite part of this
You can
session.
Fucking
Check
excuse
your
When
Checking
we
my girth.
returned from the war.
You can check your girth at 1 Rosie CS.
Oh,
You're on
Oh, you
Twitch.
can. You can. We have a girth command.
fucking
You
what?
can see,
Moving on. Moving on.
you can see
And
my
then we-
girth on my new OnlyFans.
And then we have News and World Walker, played by.
Oh my
it's
god.
me.
It is?
That's it. It's me.
Let's go.
And then last.
No, Sky was saying the name of my new OnlyFans account.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to know anything about that. I will end this stream right now.
You're the one that requested it.
Oh, that is true. That's fair.
No, I don't.
You know,
I
you're
don't-
keeping
I
it
never
simple
will.
and to the point. My OnlyFans.
It's me.
It's me, and
It's
then
me.
in quotations,
Hi.
and my girth.
I'm the problem. It's me. All right. Apparently, Tears of Kingdom pre-orders just launched.
Yeah, why do you think I started an OnlyFans?
Pre-orders have been launched.
Oh, sorry, Greg. I guess they've been out a while. And then we have News and World Walker, played by.
It's me.
What was your favorite part, me?
Oh, okay. I thought we were just skipping past that for me, so I didn't pick one.
Well, nah, you have to.
I think my favorite part was my suspicion of Farah being somewhat founded in some way. Pharaoh. Keep calling him Farah. I don't know why.
You got that Overwatch brain.
Okay, I got that Overwatch mine.
Yeah.
Me never played Overwatch. Overwatch.
Also
in
me.
my brain.
And then last,
there.
but certainly not least, we have Lulin Boldspeaker, played by.
It me. That's it.
What was your favorite part? Me.
Two.
The part was
Moo.
notes from episode 4, and then seeing PT's face.
I was-
Holy
True.
fuck.
I like my favorite part was starting a drug empire.
Oh, I'm a big fan of that part too.
Yeah, you would.
Anyways, everybody, thank you for joining us. My name's Pete. God damn it. Hang on. There we go. Had to make sure that got in there.
I gotta pee, dude. Can you
All right. Real players piss in their chairs, Ferret.
I'm not real.
That's
It's
true. Currently,
Alright.
he's just a
Well, now that we're
sheep
done
with
making
nutty voice.
hilarious clips, I'm gonna send everyone over to Flamtastic. So say hi, show some love in chat. We will see everybody
Drop some
next.
nices.
And we will see everybody
Yeah.
tomorrow. I will see everybody tomorrow to play War Tales, where we're gonna make a mercenary group and try not to die horrible deaths. It'll be
I
great.
will take you down.
No, we're playing a
Awesome.
different game than Kingdom.
Oh, that's right. I might still take you.
You might
down. I
still
don't
take
know.
me down. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. The bar's so low.
Drop some nices.